Hello everyone and welcome to episode 6 of Never Before Seen. My name is AmberCyprian, I am your host tonight as we bring you yet another set of speedruns of games that have never before been seen in mainline GDQ events. And as always, if you happen to speedrun a game that has never been run in an AGDQ, SGDQ, or GDQx event, and you'd like to submit it to the show, type !NBS into the chat to find the link to be able to send me your runs, and I would absolutely love to have you on board. So before we get started with the runs tonight, we have a few announcements. First of all, information on all of our hotfix shows like Never Before Seen or Mercy Kill if you're tuning in from the end of that show is available at gamesdonequick.com/hotfix, and from there you can find out more information about submitting your runs to any of our shows. And then if you are watching on YouTube, hi YouTube, and you'd like to support our live content, please consider checking us out on Twitch by going to twitch.tv/GDQ. And if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe to any Twitch channel of your choice every month for free. And please consider using that Prime Gaming account and subscribe to the GDQ Twitch channel, because subs, bits, everything, all of your support is what allows us to bring this hotfix content to you. So thank you very much. And my favorite announcement tonight: if you liked the feel of the virtual crowd during AGDQ 2021 online, or you missed out on it and you're curious what it looked like, feel free to join our virtual crowd over at gamesdonequick.com/crowd, and it's great. If you are subbed to the channel, your emotes affect the crowd, so if you put in some GDQ claps, all the little velocities clap, it's great. Anyways, I won't keep you any longer. Tonight we have 3 really lovely games lined up for you all. Valentine's Day is 4 days away. It's right around the corner, and I'm really, really excited to have Frozen Flygon and Air Angel here with us to get the show started with Hamtaro Ham-Ham Heartbreak, which was a game from my childhood that I've even tried speedrunning. It is wonderful, it is wholesome, and I am so happy to have it on board. So go ahead, introduce yourselves, and we can get this run started.
Thank you so much, Amber. So I have run every single Hamtaro game that is out there, but Ham-Ham Heartbreak is one that's just near and dear to my heart, like game from my childhood. And I know that Air Angel also loves this game. Hey Angel, how are you?
Hey, how's it going? Yes, this game is kawaii. It is cute. It is about
so
love.
cute.
It's about friendship. It's about perseverance. Get your hearts, whatever kind of hearts in
today.
chat. I want to see all the hearts.
I have my friends, Hamtaro and Bijou, with me, cheering us on. I've had these since I was a kid. I still have over 200 Hamtaro figures at my house right now. So I'm really, really happy to be able to run this game on the GDQ channel for Valentine's Day. So it's gonna be really fun. If you have any questions about the run or about the series in general, be sure to put it in chat, and Angel or Amber will let me know, and I can talk a little bit about it. But I think let's get started with this cute as hecky speed run. I'll let you know when the time starts. We get to input our names. So the first part of speed tech is I'm going to input 1-letter names, because we all know that less characters equals less time. And it is faster to play this game in Japanese, but I'm playing it in English. I'm second place in the English leaderboard. Just something that I'm more comfortable with. And about to get ready in 3, 2, 1, and go. Let's do this.
Go!
Wouldn't be a Hamtaro speedrun if it doesn't start with about a minute of unskippable cutscenes telling us the lore. So, if you've never seen this game before, you're gonna get introduced to our villain, Spat. He absolutely despises love of all forms: romantic love, family love, friendship, everything. He wants everyone to be alone, just like him. And so Hamtaro is having a bad dream of Spat ruining everyone's romance, and we're going to try and thwart him for the next hour and a half.
I'm sitting here with the biggest grin on my face watching this cutscene because I loved it. Like, I actually did a semi-blind race with a friend of mine like 2 years ago of this game. and we got hopelessly lost at certain points because I couldn't remember
Amazing.
like certain points, like the jungle section and stuff. But
routing is actually pretty difficult in this game in terms of the speedrun. Remembering all the precise order to do everything is actually like really huge.
So this is a direct but also not super direct sequel to Ham-Ham's Unite on the Game Boy Color. And there's the Ham-Ham dictionary from the first game, which was on the Game Boy Color, and it contained a bunch of ham chats, which is like hamster lingo, so to speak. So if you were to open up Urban Dictionary, like Urban Dictionary is essentially the Ham-Ham dictionary for them.
Yes. And it also, so this game's kind of like a mix of a puzzle game and an adventure game, I would say. You have to like get new ham chats to be able to do different things throughout the world. So basically, all throughout Ham-Ham's Unite, you gathered up all the hamsters and got all the words. And so we just fell into a puddle and we've lost all of our knowledge, so we've got to regain it.
Jason, born of hamsters.
Exactly. Like,
trying
just
to
forgot everything.
save our friends.
Exactly.
I promise, it's not as intense, or is it? Stay tuned.
So yeah, we're learning the basic 4 ham chats here. So ham-ha allows you to talk to people. If allows you to pick things up and smell things. Tack-you is, you literally just tackle what's in front of you. And dig allows you to dig and get things out of the ground and return to the clubhouse. So these are the main 4. And so boss teaches us those. And he's like, there's plenty more. I don't need to teach you all of them. Let's go. So now we're going to Sunny Peak. Familiar area if you are familiar with the TV show or any of the games. We start off here, and Bijou just gets completely trapped behind this rock, and we are not going to care at all. It's not fast to talk to her right now.
We don't care.
We'll come back for her later. It's fine. So the main mechanic of this game is just interacting with different things in the world to get more ham chats to allow us to progress the story. So the first ham chat we need is Hey Who. We learn it by just going on this tree stump and talking to this hamster way over there.
I love the arrow.
If you learn the ham chat with us, you have to do the dance that they do with it.
Yes. I hope you're doing the motions at home.
Yeah, you gotta do the motions, or else it's not right. You gotta do the whole thing.
Yeah, and actually a really important part of speed text. So mashing is a big thing here. I'm holding B and mashing A. That's the fastest. It progresses the text and progresses the text boxes. Anytime you hit A in the overworld, it opens your ham chat menu. So it's actually really important to know when dialogue is going to end. If you mash too much, you're going to waste time opening the menu. So like I just did there. I showed that as an example, I promise.
As an example.
I love how you get to, like, so here are we going to go on everything in one go just to get the strap that you need for later?
We actually, so the cool thing is we don't need the strap for any percent. We need that just for 100%. So we're just gonna go once and go out of here.
Awesome. Wait, you don't need isn't the strap for the catapult though?
No, the strap is for completing Panda's bridge to get the key. So you actually don't need to get any of the straps in this game, which is really helpful.
But because do we get the Zelda reference?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, I'm gonna freak out. That's my favorite part of this game.
My partner, who's a Zelda speedrunner, he's a classic Zelda speedrunner. I was telling him, yeah, so Hamtaro Ham-Ham Heartbreak has a Zelda reference. You're gonna love it.
It's so good. It's my favorite part.
It blew my mind when I saw it as a kid.
Yeah.
So I was like, what?
I replayed this in my stream the other day, and everyone was just like, what? So y'all get ready in like an hour. The best moment of this game will be here. So another part of tech here, you can pack-a-pack-a while you're inside the boat, but actually it's much slower to do that because the cutscene's really slow. So what I'm going to do is pack-a-pack-a, dig, back to the overworld, and then just immediately re-enter Sunny Peak, so I don't have to watch the boat cutscene. It's actually much faster to do so.
Yeah, warp points are really easy to get to, too, so that's nice.
Exactly, so I don't have to wait and watch the boat go all the way back, and I'm going to learn how to put things places. With the word put, of course.
I love how they cross their arms like Like, get this, check this out. I'm gonna drop some knowledge. And like, all right.
You're like, all right, okay, yeah, you tell me how it is. I see you.
I see you.
That's great. So now we're gonna meet Seymour, the only hamster who can swim. This comes back to be important later. So it's not actually a swan. I've been skipping the cutscene, but I'll catch y'all up on the lore. So Arnie, the hamster I talked to in the top rightish area, says they lost their younger brother's training seat, and so it looks like a swan, and Seymour has found it. So we're gonna help Seymour get it off of his shell. His shell backpack allows him to swim. I don't know how it works, but we just accept it.
It's not a friendship.
Yeah, exactly.
For those wondering, oh sorry, I was gonna say,
No,
someone
go ahead.
asking if it's a good casual play. This is one of my favorite GBA games. I highly recommend it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
a really
if you
good.
love
would
wholesome
it be
games,
like an
play it.
adventure game?
Yeah, it's a great adventure game.
Yeah, it's an adventure game, sort of point and click, but not actually point and click, because you couldn't do that on a GBA.
Right.
Exactly. I really like it, especially there's a lot of mechanics that we're not gonna actually like get to see, such as the dance contest and the you can get rocks and make jewelry. There's like a rock collecting mini game. There's a lot of depth actually to this game. I really love it, and also the sequel to this, Rainbow Rescue, is also a fantastic casual play. Highly recommend both of those games.
Yeah, Rainbow Rescue was a European and Japanese release only though, but you can play it in English if you get a European cartridge, because it does it has like English, Italian, I think it has German, it has a couple of different languages.
Yeah, my dad like ordered me a copy from Europe when I was a kid so that I could play it. Yeah.
Oh yes, and the sunflower seeds are like currency.
Yeah, so we have like specific sunflower seed routing, which like we're actually about to get to. So we are going to attack you with this friend here. We're trying to figure out what is the best way to harvest sunflower seeds from this flower. And we are going to give them some insight in how to do that. We're just going to tackle them and they're going to figure out, oh, I can just stand on top of my friend here and eat sunflower seeds real fast. So we'll come back for some later.
The world's longest fetch quest, but the story and mechanics are fun. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
It's basically it.
And it's really nice because like we're only doing any percent. There's an all ham chats category where you we're gonna see that we like reconcile a bunch of couples. And so I was supposed to go down there. We reconcile a bunch of couples, and so only a certain amount of the couples are required for any percent, and you can reconcile more of them to get all of the ham chats and like basically like full clear the game. So you can play as much of it as you want to, and I really like that.
He's vibing. He's excited to be on that boat.
Yeah, right.
It's so cute.
I love them. This game is just so cute. So we're basically gonna tell Arnie, hey, we found the seat. And he says, can you get it back for me? And we're like, oh yeah, sure. And so now that we've learned how to ham lift, we're gonna talk to Pepper. So this is our first broken heart couple. Pepper is really upset that Oxnard has just been searching for sunflower seeds and ignoring her. So we're going to hear her out and try and figure out how to reconcile them.
Us friendship, and we're gonna tell her that Oxnard has been really blue, which is sad. And he taught us that word earlier, and she's like this one hamster like told me that isn't Spat lied to her, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Spat
like,
lied to her. So
yeah.
this becomes a big theme where Spat's like, oh, he doesn't want to talk to you anymore. And so we're gonna be like, you just need to communicate. The foundation of a healthy relationship is communication. You should ask him if that's true. Learning real lessons about relationships from Hamtaro, and we just tell them to go talk to each other and clear it up.
Amazing.
And she said, we said sorry, and now we're gonna hang out again. And he was actually searching for sunflower seeds for me as a present, as a surprise. And you're like, this is so cute.
And then the hearts become as one.
Yeah, so you see they're like little broken hearts, and he's like, do you like it? I found this just for you. And she's like, yeah, I love you. And it's like,
So cute.
And so our love meter increases because we rescued one of the couples that Spat broke up. And this is our first big story beat.
So
Yeah,
happy.
that little dance.
So there's a question in chat going, why does a hamster have to learn all the words of their own language? Since you just joined, it's not necessarily it is their language. It's their slang. But in the very first game, ham chat was a whole new thing. It was like introduced as slang, otherwise they just spoke in English or whatever language you're playing the game in. And there was the whole game revolved around filling this dictionary that you're refilling in this game with ham chats and what they meant and everything to build a cool slang language for the hamsters whenever they hang out and stuff. At the very beginning of this game, Hamtaro trips, knocks that dictionary into a bucket of water, and it washes away most of the ham chats. So now we have to relearn all of them in addition to saving all the couples.
Yeah, we've lost all the lore, so we gotta regain it back, and we're trying to stop Spat at the same time. And here's Harmony! Angel has a beautiful Harmony emote. She is the antithesis of Spat. She teaches us about love and friendship and helps us. She's able to detect where Spat is because they're from the same area. I do not know where either of them are from. They don't really go into that. But they're from the same area and they are enemies because she is all about love.
So the Harmony and Spat episodes of the Hamtaro anime never got dubbed or localized, but there are episodes with them in it, and Hamtaro turns from like a problem of the day anime into a problem of the day magical hamster anime. I'm not kidding you. And like it's absolutely beautiful. If you can find episodes online to watch like with subtitles, like I highly recommend. Just like the series goes off the rails and it is so adorable. It's great.
Yeah, I really like how like they did integrate the anime with the games a lot. I remember watching episodes about the Olympics. I also speedrun the Ham-Ham Games one, and they have like a whole few episodes, a whole arc about the Olympics. It's just, I like it. It's cool. So we found our second broken heart couple. He says she went to go for a bathroom break and didn't come back, and I feel like she's just abandoned me. I'm really sad. And we're like, oh man, I'm so sorry. And so we're gonna try and investigate and see what happened there. But we, as you saw, I went back to the clubhouse and talked to Seymour, and I was like, hey, Arnie's looking for this. Can I have it? And he was like, oh sure. I was just like holding on to it, like whatever. And so we're gonna give it to Arnie.
Yeah, lots of multitasking with this.
Yeah,
so.
That's the important part of routing is we're trying to solve many quests at the same time so they all kind of consolidate and we can leave Sunny Peak as soon as possible and move on to the next area. So typically in the game, you wouldn't necessarily do all these things at one time. You can unlock the next area and poke your head in, do a few quests, go to the next area. It's not a hyper-linearized game, honestly, but we have routed it so that we are getting just the right amount of ham chats we need in each area to be able to clear Spat out as fast as possible. That's why routing this game is really fun. I was a part of the routing team for this and developed the any percent route, and it was really fun to figure out the correct sunflower seed routing, the optimization of getting the ham chats and things like that. So we now know how to open doors.
Yay! When you return the training potty seat to Arnie's big brother, by the way, you can say no. Like, you're not gonna give it back, and he's like, come on, you're really gonna keep a kid's training seat?
Right.
And he just has this awkward look on his face, like, why are you like this?
The dialogue in this game is actually really funny. You can, like, say no to Boss and Harmony, and they get really mad at you.
They're like, what?
So as we can see, when we went in, we swapped the younger brother and Bijou, and so the younger brother is really upset. And so we're gonna buy something from the store to appease this younger child. Sounds familiar to any one of you who have younger siblings. We're gonna buy some bananas.
Yeah, bananas will make the kid be quiet, for sure. Totally.
That's gonna work. Hey, do you want these bananas? Wow, just take me home. Okay, sure, whatever. I'm just gonna give this random heckin' monkey the bananas instead.
Little do we know it's Kiki.
Yeah, Kiki's awesome. And so we had to leave and move the screen so time passes, classic, and then we're gonna slip on the banana, and the younger brother is now happy because we made a fool of ourselves. Again, relatable if you have younger siblings.
I mean, that's just relatable, me hosting a GDQ show sometimes because I can't English half the time.
Right?
My first episode was if you go back on our YouTube and watch the very first episode, like, my words were all over the place. You'll have a great laugh, I promise.
So you can get to this house. You might ask, like, don't you know the route to get to this house? But Arnie will not open the door with you. Or the younger brother will not open the door with you unless he's happy. So that's why we have to do the banana part.
Yeah, that cavern is more or less like the Lost Woods of this game.
Yeah. So we take him home, and so we're always gonna be best friends, aren't we? And one other thing I really love about this game, like this is the Valentine's Day episode, right? But not all love in this game is romantic love. They literally tackle like every single form of love. Like you've got best friends, you've got romantic relationship, you have a brother and sister, you have a mother and her son, and we even have a hamster and his robot. Like all forms of love throughout this game are showcased. It's really great. So it says brotherly love in its finest form. And it's just like so wholesome! Love this game.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore the fact that the older brother was like trying to like just kind of be a creep to Bijou. We're gonna ignore that.
We're not, we mashed through that dialogue.
It's like, nope.
Nope.
He's just like, I'm just looking for Hamtaro. It's like, why are you like this?
Yeah, exactly. So here again, part of the routing, we're buying the oil can. We don't have to use this right now. We're gonna come back to Sunny Peak for a later quest. And so we're just gonna get the oil can now so we don't have to buy it later. And we're gonna go up to the peak now. And look who it is. Wahaha, you'll never get back to your friend. And so we tell him, hey, do you want to be friends with us? And Spat's like, what? No.
Like, how dare you?
No.
Get away.
So we're like, can we be friends now? And he's just gonna coyote time above that bridge for a heckin' minute. And we find out he can actually fly.
It looks like a struggle,
awesome.
Though. It's a bit of a struggle,
it's a struggle.
to get up there.
His wings are teeny.
He tried.
So that we can actually move during this cutscene, so you're gonna see me like sneak over. If you go too fast, he'll call you out. But I'm trying to position myself below this hamster so I can pack it as soon as possible. Kind of interesting. If you go too fast, he'll yell at you and say, "Stop chasing after me." It's like kind of funny.
You're going so slow. Like what?
Yeah, so that's why I like creep over there. So yeah, Spat's just like actually like literally kidnapped this person to take them away and ruin their friendship. And so she says, "Oh, I've been freed, liberty." I hope you all enjoy the creative cat names. I love
cute.
I love
everything.
These animation.
Yeah,
these animations
so
are like the best
they could
part.
get like outfits instead of just dancing, which is cute. So
The animations are adorable.
Amazing.
And what I like about this game is it also like a lot of times will fast travel you back to the scene of the action. We didn't have to run all the way down. They just took us right here. So it's actually like really nice for speedrunning in that way. There's not a ton of backtracking.
Yeah, there's a point, someone's like, where's Laura? What happened with their owners? There is a point in the anime, I know that, like, the US got, like, the first 3 seasons dubbed. I don't remember all 3 seasons, but I know that at some point, like, the owners are just sort of there. Like, they're not referenced very often.
Yeah, so they're not really integral to the plot in any of the games, actually.
It's like Toy Story. It's sort of like an afterthought. You know that the owners are there.
Yeah.
But
we're doing our own thing. Alright, and that is Sunny Peak 1. We go back to the clubhouse and we find our next plot device. So Seymour finds a love note. Boss, I went and Barette's not here anymore and I found this love note left behind. And it's from this guy Broski that asks her to go to Sandy Bay and meet up with him. And so we're like, what the heck is going on with that? So we're gonna talk to Boss and try and get the lowdown and see what's going on. Go to Sandy Bay. We're like, okay, yeah, we'll go investigate. I'm sure Spat has something to do with this, right? Like, we'll find him eventually. Oh, he's right here. Epic.
with every
I love his
traditional
theme
Nintendo
song.
game, we have, you know, the beach, we have a jungle, we have, you know, all of the different
standard biomes of
subterraneans.
video gaming.
Right.
Good old green hills looking more like sunny hills over here.
Exactly. Okay, so this part is actually like kind of intense. Oh, see, I already went the wrong way. Because you have to like solve this riddle while you're doing all of these other things. So if Angel or Amber want to explain like how the riddle works, because I kind of like have to stare at my notes to make sure I hit it in the right order.
I just first off want to point out like that the one that's trying to learn how to swim is absolutely vibing, but
Oh, I know. Yeah.
like this animation is great.
I
Like,
love this
We just need a gif
cutscene.
of that, honestly.
just like look at the yellow green hamster, like
And
He's
then-
just grooving, like.
that's how they think swimming is supposed to work. That's not how swimming works at all. Not at all.
Well, that's what the pink ham is telling him to do, and he's like, I don't think that's how swimming actually works. And the pink ham's like, have you ever swum before? And the green ham's like, have you? And she's like, that's not important. Keep going. It's like very funny.
Yeah, like there's these different little bucket-looking things, or they're rocks really, that Flygon's gonna be tack-queuing, or rolling into, and they all play a different musical note, and it's important that she hits them in the right order because I don't remember if the melody is always the same between playthroughs.
Yeah,
it is never RNG, but if you if you hit them in the wrong order at any point, you have to do the whole thing over. I don't remember exactly how many there are off the top of my head. I think it's like
It's a pretty long melody, honestly. I hit it like 7 or 8 notes, I think.
it's 8, I think, because it's all the notes of do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, but in order to make a specific melody to open the next big part we have to get to.
And
I
folks,
think-
if you can't read sheet music, well, you're gonna have to write them down and figure it out yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I think there's a point, like, that big music rock is what opens up.
It opens there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And,
We're just solving this puzzle before we get the clue in true
Yeah, there is
speedrunner fashion.
there's a clue that tells you the whole melody, and you have to write it down.
I was
So
actually.
we smell her pineapple and we say, you're cute. And she goes, okay, I will give pineapple.
Okay,
Okay.
that's a great way to get a pineapple.
Like,
Yes.
sure, that's a surprise trick we'll save for later. With that pineapple. So we're learning about one part of the plot here. Her husband, who's the boat captain, totally forgot about their wedding anniversary, which is today. Sadly, we don't actually solve their quest in the ending percent as part of the true ending. But we have to kind of start this quest, so he'll take us to the second half of Sandy Bay. So we're kind of starting the quest, getting Blanco. We're tacking this guy to get Bizarro, which is a ham chat we need later. And then we're gonna finish the rock song.
Bizarro.
I mean, I know next time I want a pineapple, I'm just gonna walk up to somebody and be like, you're tingly. And
Yeah, right?
and they're
It's
gonna
like,
give me the
God.
pineapple. That's how it's gonna work.
Flirting tips from Hamtaro, I mean. So we hit Ray, hit me again. Also, the positioning of the rocks is just so I save time not going around. You can hit them from any direction. Just like a small little time saves here and there actually can make a pretty big difference.
Yeah,
And you
pineapples
end on
in chat,
Joe.
Go for it.
Woo! And something moves, and we do the thing.
I heard something big move. Oh, so that's
Yeah, right,
actually
like-
Broski.
it's Broski.
What a name.
Broski's so funny. I love Broski. And he's like, oh, I'm totally in your way, aren't I? And you're like, yes, please get out of the way.
You're
And
literally
so-
on your surfboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like on the sand.
He's like, I saw a kind of evil looking hamster capture this girl over there. And you're like, bro,
Why are you
what
in the
are
way?
you doing?
Like, why are you doing nothing?
Why are you just standing here? And he's like, oh, I should get out of the way, shouldn't I? NPCs, am I right?
Yep. Meanwhile, Spats told Barrett the really awful lie that Seymour got lost out at sea, which is ridiculous because
Yeah.
Seymour is the only swimming hamster in the entire Hamtaro universe. So
right,
like,
it makes no sense.
so like he's like, yeah, you got to undo him from harm. You gotta hop on this board and go out to sea and help him. and Brett listens to him, and then he shoves her out to sea and leaves her drifted and just like zooms out on that like life raft and is like, peace.
Yeah, like that's like committing
That's like
murder.
terrifying.
Like
That is.
he's murdering her.
terrifying.
So we go back to the clubhouse, and so typically in the game you're supposed to say gas speed to everyone to find someone who can swim, and no one can swim except for Seymour, and we know that, so we go tell Seymour and rush back to her as fast as possible so she doesn't have to be scared anymore.
Or you know,
I
like
think
drown.
the best part is trying to get these two here like on the screen trying to save her. It's just like, it ain't happening. You are not having Vibe McGee over there like trying to swim.
Right? That's the thing, the game sets you up, like, if you're just casually playing this game, you're talking to all the hamsters, right? And they're all talking about, like, loving surfing and loving being in the water, and then all of them are like, LOL, I actually can't swim. Please don't ask me. Do not perceive me. Yeah, so Seymour's like, I will always protect you, don't worry. And so we restore their love and we get a love boost. The love layers are only important in terms of which rocks you can shine to get glory. And so you can now do another level of shine, which is a different side quest.
I like how defend is just, they move the beginning
Fendi?
syllable to the
Yup,
end.
there it is. It's so good.
Protect.
Protect. Exactly.
He attack, he protect, but most
Yeah.
importantly, he hif because heck. I don't know.
Weirdly enough, we've already solved the riddle, but you have to if the bottle to be able to talk to the boat captain. It makes no sense. I do not know why. I tried to route this out, but you have to literally pick this up for you to be able to talk to the boat captain. The rock is already open. I don't know. Don't ask me how games are coded.
No one knows. It's just like magic.
Yeah, so in my notes I have if the bottle, please.
Please. PLZ.
Yeah, I have lost runs doing that. Not if it's in your bottle. So now we're going into here where the boat captain has been hiding. So we're gonna be like, you know, what are you doing over here? And he's like, I am sad. He's like, I forgot about my wife's wedding anniversary. And he's like, well, you can't just sit here and worry. You know, you gotta do something about it. And he's like, you know what, you're right. Let me go back to work, see if I can start thinking, you know, about what to do. So now we're able to go to the second half of Sandy Bay, which is the Hula Island, as I like to call it. And it has a really cute song called Dizzy for You. And there's the dance contest. Fan favorite parts of this game.
So there's little actions when they do fuss. That's definitely me when I find out I'm like 10 minutes early to pick up a burrito or something. I just have to sit there in my own hunger, just a little sad, but like hopeful, and I know I'm gonna get it in 10 minutes.
You're just twiddling your thumbs, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly. Alright, so he said, hey, you know, you should go check out the dance contest. And we're like, okay, cool, I'm not gonna do that.
Just not gonna, no sir.
I have to go fast. And so we come here and we see, this is Pashmina and Penelope. And Pashmina's pulling on Penelope's, like, rag thing and is like, can I have this? And I've never seen Penelope without her rag thing, so, like, why would she do that? And we transition, and Penelope's jumping on Pashmina's scarf. And you're like, what the heck is going on here? This is weird.
Yeah, it's like, how did Penelope get here?
So we hand Pashmina back to her. And we're like, what's up, you know? What just happened? You were just tugging on Penelope over there, and she says I would never do that. So we're like, very at this. And this hamster says, yes, which is Spat's little catchphrase, so we know that's Spat.
Fun little
Go ahead.
little factoid about the series, by the way. There is a frame or two in the, at least the English opening of Hamtaro, where Penelope's, like, safety blanket that she likes to wear actually comes off when they're all, like, in the, like, train Like, if anyone goes on YouTube and watches the opening of Hamtaro in English, there's a part where they're like on this like train with a whimsical background or whatever, and Penelope's blanket cover like comes off, and you see what she looks like underneath.
Oh my gosh!
Couple of frames.
I'll have to go back and watch that.
Spoilers.
That's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
He's a hamster.
Yep.
Yeah. Penelope was a hamster all along.
Those bodyguards look real tough. Look.
Right? So we know this isn't Pashmina, so we're just gonna fucking, like, wreck Spat right here. Like, we're just gonna nail him. And so we literally tack you, we sticky, and we scritty, and just make Spat really mad. And we're like, you know, Pashmina said, and so we're gonna run after Spat.
I'm gonna poke you with the stick until you leave.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna poke you in the eye. How do you like that? And so Pashmina's like, that was just me.
That was traumatizing.
That was just me. Oh no. And so gonna run up there, see what's going on. And here we go. We have the Battle of the Imposters here. So we don't know who Spat is at this point because they look exactly the same. Because we now have found out that Spat can shapeshift. And so we gotta ask the Elder, what are we gonna do here? Can you give us some advice? And he didn't hear us, so we're gonna just yell at him.
Oh, who was you? Yes.
So he tells us, tells us of this tale where the mother said, just have everyone, do a tug of war to see who wins, to see what's going on.
And Bijou's like, yes, I win.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, that sounds like a great idea. Let's tell them to tuggy.
Battle has begun.
And so she's like, I couldn't tuggy anymore. I didn't want to hurt her. And so we, Spat reveals, it was me.
And then they get so angry that she just rips him off the ledge.
I know, right?
There's a bitch.
And he just flies away. Very Team Rocket-esque every single time we make Spat leave. It's just like, Spat's blasting off again! It's very funny.
Amazing.
So it's like, oh, that was Spat all along.
Snorkely is one of the words that I just never quite understood why they chose that to mean deep. There's so many other words you could have made. Like,
you're just like,
no,
okay.
Snorkely. Like, our love is more Why is your love underwater?
Oh,
why
I
is
don't
it
know.
underwater?
It doesn't make sense.
It's about
Nobody
the accessories. They're like, we really want to work in a snorkel. How can we do that?
We're just gonna do that,
I think a snorkel is something that you can buy at the shop for the dress-up segment.
Amazing.
Like,
yes,
I just
you
remember
can.
that.
You can. Yeah, so there's this whole other aspect of, there's so many different mechanics in this game, where you can just you can go to the shop and use your sunflower seeds to buy different outfits to go to the photo booth that Seymour and Barrett take charge of, and you can take a picture. And when you do that, the main screen will change to whatever you're dressed up as, and it's so cute.
Yeah, the title screen that greets you is always the last picture you took. You can only save one picture, but it's so adorable. I love it.
So we're gonna now do some sports. This is actually one of the technical parts of the run, as funny as that is, because you can lose a lot of time if you don't play this game correctly. So you have to get 6 headers in a row for the quest.
Sports ball, but it's a pineapple, and it looks like it really hurts when you get it
Yeah,
in
right?
the face.
Wouldn't they get spiked in the nose?
Yeah, if
But-
anyone has ever made contact with a pineapple, the leaves alone are painful, the bottom is painful, No, you don't want to make contact with a pineapple at that, like, rock height.
Yeah, so it's so silly. So basically, we're gonna, again, start this quest, and then not continue it, because we just need Tada for Boo Manor, which is one of the areas later. So we had to do the pineapple and do the thing so she would tell us, hey, can you give this love note to this person I have a crush on? And we're like, nope, gotta go.
Like, bye.
I will simply take your words and leave.
Also, like, Boo Manor, you mentioned, was, like, as a casual player, like, was the roadblock for me as a kid. Like, I could not figure it out for a long, long time.
It's like, difficult. It's the scariest part of this run, for sure.
It is spoopy. Like,
yeah.
For a Game Boy Advance game that's supposed to be super kawaii, it's pretty spoopy.
Yeah, it is. And so, this is another run killer. You actually, like, need pass chat, to be able to do a later quest in this game. And so, we are going to pick up pass chat here. Every time you get your love to a certain degree, Harmony will teach you a new word. So we're gonna pick up pass chat here before we go to Funland.
If you liked TaskBot, you're gonna love this this hamster here.
Yeah, I
yeah.
This quest. Stand back and ready for action. And so Ham-O-Matic, Scrubby.
It's basically Tomorrowland of Disney World. Basically.
Yes, it's a perfect description.
There's also Power Rangers in this game.
Yes, there are! The Power Ranger quest is probably my favorite quest. Again, sadly, we're not going to see it any percent. We're only here for like 7 minutes. Funland is the fastest portion of this run. But I absolutely adore Funland's really fun, and the Ham-Matic is hilarious. So we're gonna dig in this trash can to pick up some trash for later. I don't know where Hamtaro stores any of his items, and I am too afraid to ask at this point.
So that's the leader of the Ham Rangers, or the Power Rangers, or the Super Sentai, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And all the Ham Rangers are really awesome because they make these giant, like, colored explosions behind them based on what color they are. But we do need to Taku the red one because he specifically teaches us Blash T, which is angry, that for a couple of quests later on.
Yeah, we need to be able to be angry. You know.
Oh, is this sticky?
Yeah, this is the sticky game. This is the only portion of the game that actually has, like, bad RNG that can be really detrimental. We need to get 600 points to be able to get a marble. You saw me you may not have seen, but in Sandy Bay I picked up a marble as well, and we need 3 marbles for a quest later on in the game. So you get 10 for every white, 30 for blue, and 50 for pink. So I'm gotta make sure I get 600 and then I'm just gonna stop. There is a backup you can take. There's typically 2 timers that come down if I'm really hurting for points. But I'm gonna not take the first one because it looks like I'm doing pretty okay.
And for those of you who are wondering, for those of you who were here at the beginning, and for those of you who weren't, this game does have a Zelda reference. It is very important, and the marbles are part of that reference. So we are going on a Triforce hunt.
Okay, we're good.
Trying to get these points. I used to score attack this minigame. I loved
Yeah, same.
it as a kid.
Oh, Sam. And if anyone played Unite, the Taku bowling comes back here. It's the middle game, and there's also a Dig treasure game. But we only need to complete the sticky one for the marble. But
I got the Triforce of Courage.
Yeah, exactly. The Tri-Marble of Courage here. Exactly.
Pendant Dungeon is done.
What color is the Sandy Bay one? Is that the red or the blue?
That one was blue.
Okay, so that's the Wisdom one, I think?
Yeah, I think so. Then we're gonna get power last at the marriage of the wedding. So we find out that all the rides are broken, and I had such a hard time completing this as a kid because it's actually really hidden where the control room is, and no one tells you where it is. There's absolutely no hints to where the control room is. I had to like look this up as a kid. But Spat's in the control room and is wrecking all the rides.
Yeah, naturally, if you poke things with a pitchfork, it's gonna break it.
Yeah. So he's just poke, poke, poke. And we're like, hey, control room technician, what should we do? And he's like, I'm not good at fighting. Can you go get the robot? And we're like, oh yeah, like the robot's just gonna like deck Spat. That sounds good. So I'm gonna go hey hoo for the robot, even though I'm right next to you and really could have ham-hawed. Ham-o-matic, let's go!
Catspot's gonna be off to save the day. I got stuck here too. Like, I did not know that you could just walk right. Just walk right. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just hidden in here. What's up with this Funland place? I mean, seriously, everything's broken. And then she's like, no, I just needed to vent. It's all good. I'm not gonna give up. And so we learn Chuck Chuck, which means give up. It also functions as a throw mechanic. Sure.
We're not doing a whole lot in this area, but there's like a whole lot of other games and like roller coasters and stuff you can ride and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's like a 4
show.
total quests here. Yeah, the show, the Ham Ranger show. So
yeah.
Good. And so the robot goes, I can only clean things. I can't be your attack robot. I wasn't programmed for that. So I happen to have this garbage sitting in my backpack. I'm just gonna throw that onto Spat and have the robot literally take out the trash. Let's do this.
Take out the trash, the toxic.
Exactly.
Toxic hamster.
Scrubby our problems away.
Uh-huh. Simply Scrubby. I really like how shocked the other hamsters are right now. What were y'all expecting to happen?
Johnny the heck. Oh.
I must go. My people need me.
They gone.
So, Spats blasted off again, like. And so, no doubt about it, you're tip-top. I'm so happy to, have made you, and you're super helpful. And so this is couple number 6, is the inventor and Hambot. So cute.
I'm gonna grow a flower in my
You're
hair.
removing toxic people from my life. Yes. Big same.
I shall simply scrubby you away. Goodbye.
Ah, Felicia.
Exactly. So they're like, you know what? We should get this park back in order. Let's restore everything. And so they start working on getting the park back to normal. We have one last ham chat we need to get before we leave Funland. There's a lot of really fun quests here. I'm planning to learn the all ham chats category someday because there's just a lot of stuff here. So I'm gonna say, Stan, what's up? And he says, I've got a great idea. Will you team up with me to try and fix my problems? And like the nice, generous hamster we are, guess what we're going to say?
No. Well, yes, but we want your word, and that's all we want from you.
Will I do a favor for Stan? No. And this is a very funny line. I will say, if you're starring in your very own video game, you can't abandon those in need. I love that fourth wall break.
Dang. Got called out.
What?
Like, okay.
You can't just abandon those in need. Cracks me up every time. I really wanted us to read through that dialogue.
Speaking of abandoning those in need, and Harmony just telling us to do her job for her.
Yeah, right? She's literally like walks downstairs and takes a nap.
Yeah, all she's doing up there is just napping and just kind of tossing about on the bed. And she sometimes teaches you ham chats that she made up herself.
Right. She's just sitting there like doodling all day, different letters to make different ham chats. That's all she's doing.
Oh, I need help, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm still cute though.
That's true. So basically what just happened is Spat says, hey, I want to come hang out in the ghost house. And this person is like, you have to be a couple. And Spat's like, I have a sharp pitchfork. And the gate ham's like, yep, go on ahead.
I do not get paid for this. Yes, go right ahead, sir.
Literally, I don't get paid enough for this energy.
I'm a bouncer at a house of horror, if you will. I'm not about to get poked.
So we're gonna buy the cute couple ID.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you need an ID to prove you're a couple. You need a marriage license.
Apparently. I don't understand. So we get really mad and ask him for a discount twice. That's why we needed Blash Tea. It's much faster to get Blash Tea and just say Blash Tea twice than it is to route in 30 more sunflower seeds. So we just do that.
Like, what is that ID card? Like, what is drawn on it?
Right, like, what does that mean? I don't know. I do not know.
Excuse me, we are a couple. I have my
Okay,
ID.
cool. That just means you have to be rich to get in. That doesn't mean you have to be a couple. Oh, I just keep mashing Ham-Ha instead of Ta-da, sorry.
I've done that.
It is Ham-Ha, like we had to basically get married to get into this mansion. Like, did we even talk about this relationship beforehand? I mean, we did, but you know, like
It's like Sonic Adventure. It's like, look, cute couples getting free. What?
what?
Like,
This is not Twinkle Park. We were just in the equivalent of Twinkle Park. We didn't need to be a couple for this.
Alright, so basically we yell at him because he was sleeping on the job, and he goes, "You scared me," and we're like, "Yeah."
Elder Ham, you can't do that to him. You're gonna give him a thumpy attack.
But he works at a haunted house. Like, he shouldn't have a heart condition if he works. Unless he just is like bros with all the ghosts, you know?
I mean,
I guess. Like,
yeah. So we get Thumpy, and then we're gonna start doing all the Boo Manor quests. Again, like as Amber and Angel was saying earlier, Boo Manor is actually like very confusing to get correct, and it's pretty difficult to do everything in the right order. So that's why like I have my notes to make sure I'm always going the right way. But basically, we scare this hamster, and he says he has to pee, and that's a real ham chat we just learned.
That's a
Go
default.
That's
That's
life.
a default one in Ham Hams Unite, which is even
It is.
funnier.
It is. I'm glad it's a default. What's Hamtaro been doing this whole time?
I do not recommend holding it in. If you need to use the bathroom, get up, walk away. There will be other speedruns. There's always a VOD. Go take care of yourselves.
yes.
Literally go pee. I do the thing. And so we get that. And now we have the bronze card that the hamster gave to us. There's 3 floors, so we need the bronze card, silver card, and gold card. And so we're just given the bronze card, and we gotta complete quests to get the rest. And this is one of our quests, so we're in a like Hall of Mirrors, classic ghost house experience. But one of them's not an actual mirror because it's not copying us correctly. So we're gonna go to the bathroom, and the ghost says, "I don't think I can do that, maybe," and runs away.
Yeah, the ghost is like, oh, no. Like,
I'm good.
Why are you like this?
Yeah, and so now we have a boss fight! Hamtaro boss fight. You heard it here first, folks. Oh, I was too slow. So this is another part of RNG in the run. That was like probably the worst starting position I could get, because it's actually really awkward to get in that space around the log thing.
We're gonna shove this stick in the nose of this hamster ghost, which I don't know how you can do that when the ghost is clearly not tangible.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's transparent, but oh well.
All stickies are all powerful, no matter if you're deceased or you're alive.
So lost a cycle there. You can get a 3 cycle. Just really depends on the starting ghost position. So we got a silver card now. We can go to the 2nd floor. So we're gonna if this board. This board is used in a side quest later, but again we don't really need to do that. So we're just gonna put it here, and leave it where it is. And you can come back and rebattle this ghost for various prizes, which is kind of fun.
I forgot you could do that.
Yeah, like you can replay all of these side quests in Boo Manor for different prizes, which is pretty cool. Now we're going to the 2nd floor. We've unlocked access to the 2nd floor. Beep.
It is very important that you have to be able to ham lift to be able to access the elevator card slots. Just keep that in mind for later.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Dexter and Howdy, the bromance that is always at odds with each other.
I love them so much. In every game, they are so funny.
All they do is bicker. Even in the anime, all they do is bicker.
Mm-hmm. They're so funny. Dexter is so cute with his little bow tie and glasses markings. Like, I love him. I love him. So they teach us how to set ourselves on fire, which is going to come in really handy, actually.
Just ladies in chat, don't set yourself on fire. This is the video game.
Yeah, please do not.
Apparently, like, I love how in this game, sometimes you have to take the animations quite literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We literally lit a fire
Yeah.
with our own.
And so it's so good with our own anger. It's so good.
We became Pokemon for like 2 seconds.
So basically, this ghost tells us, "I'm afraid of couples. Don't talk to me." And we're like, "Okay." So we just get your hand chat and leave.
I don't remember who made this game. Hold on.
No idea. No, absolutely no clue.
I know Shogakukan is the studio that made Hamtaro, but I don't know about the studio that made this game.
Fun fact, if you know the studio Alpha Dream that made the Mario and Luigi series, they made the sequel to this game, Rainbow Rescue, and they made Ham Ham games. Really good games. Yeah. They didn't make this one, though.
So this game was developed by Nintendo and Pax Softnica. Softnica? I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but the publisher was Nintendo for sure. And they're currently known, Pax Softnica is currently known as Softnica, and they were a video game developer that worked exclusively on Nintendo consoles. Almost all their games were released exclusively in Japan. They no longer work with Nintendo and continue to make games and software mostly for the Asian market, as well as the teaching game design and programming in China. They do have a website. They are still active. They are, in fact, still active. So the last game that they produced, they also were part of the team that assisted Pokemon Snap. They assisted with Earthbound. They developed Donkey Kong, Balloon Kid, Balloon Fight Game Boy on the Game Boy and Game Boy Color, all sorts of other things. They also made Ham Hams Unite. And yeah.
So if that's not a recommendation enough to play these games, made some other bangers. I mean. So basically, Hamtaro fell in a pit, and Dexter was like, "Oh, I should have told you. Howdy just fell into that pit." And we were like, "Yeah, why didn't you tell me?" That would have been nice, like. So we go back to the hams who don't like couples, and we tack-cue them, and they give us 2 different words. They give us knock knock and pushy, and that allows us to get into this cell, where we're gonna yell at Hamtaro to wake him up, and then we're gonna formulate a plan to break them out. Yeah, so Hamtaro probably like has a concussion at this point.
I mean, yeah. The whole story, like a hamster story. How tall is that?
Yeah, like he fell pretty
2
far.
2 feet.
Yeah.
For a hamster, pretty far for sure.
Yeah. So we're gonna try and find some friends, and so there's a ghost. And yeah, so for anyone curious, like these are actual ghosts, and they at no point in any time try and dissuade you from that. They're ghosts. Like this is a ghost house. So we're saying, like what's going on? I think we need the card key. And they're like, you can push a little harder. And we're like, oh, you're really strong. Can you help us free our friends that are in a cage? You know, and so they're like, of course, I can try my best.
I love how vibrant those hamsters are.
They're so cute. Their colors are really nice.
Like a Splatoon Joy-Con
Yes.
colors.
Right?
I don't even play Splatoon. That's the first thing that came to my head.
Yeah. So basically, like the green hamster has been like really insecure and feeling like he hasn't been helping out as much throughout the thing if you talk to them more. And so we're basically just like, you're really strong. You can do this. And so she says, you know what? I'm gonna give it my best shot. And he goes, you know what? You've inspired me. I can do this. And he does it. He opens it up, and you're like, oh, that's so cute. And so Howdy's just like, all right, I'm out of here. And we're reunited with Hamtaro, and they do their little reunite dance.
Yay.
So cute.
So wholesome.
Yeah. And they're like, they've also been rekindled and have been encouraging each other and lifting each other up, and you're like, oh, this is great.
Doing a weird dance like blah, 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 blah. Like,
Yeah.
What's happening?
He is overwhelmed by the hug.
Yeah.
What was that? I did a complete flip.
Pixel art in this game is so good, yes.
It's so
And
good.
then they
It's
switch
so good.
colors.
Yeah, and so flip-flop means switch, and it literally means switch, as we're gonna see in a few minutes. I bet you can handle that door now. Let's go try it out. So now we're reunited, and we have more ham chats, so we're gonna be able to continue on the quest here.
I also just need to point out that that hamster nonchalantly bent, like, iron.
Oh, yeah.
Basically.
Very impressive. All right, now we're moving into Scrubby. And so they're basically what you have to do is Scrubby to get this gold card. We have to clean before the ghosts catch up to us. So you have to balance out cleaning all the things and pushing back these boxes to get the ghosts. And so the fastest strat to do here is to clean 2, 1, push all of them, and then clean 3, 4.
Where's Ham-O-Matic when we need him?
Right? Like, we should have just gone to Funland and be like, hey, we need some help.
And then ice crates.
Yeah. What I don't get is that the lore of these ghosts is all over the place, because we sticky to the one ghost, we're pushing these ghosts, but then the one ghost is like, I can only be quenched with fire. Like, do these ghosts have like different types? Like, I have so many questions. Right.
I need a monster collecting game starring Hamtaro, and it's collecting ghosts. Maybe Yokai Watch, but starring Hamtaro.
I love it. I'm in. I'm sad. I want another Hamtaro game. The one on the DS was like a kid's educational game. Yes, I have speedrun it. It's not good. It wasn't like the adventure game I was really wanting. So.
Yeah, like the 3 to really look at are Ham Hams Unite on Game Boy Color, this game, which is Ham Ham Heartbreak on Game Boy Advance, and then the European and Japanese only Hamtaro Rainbow Rescue, which, yeah.
Those are the really good trio. I think Ham Ham Games is also very fun, but it's like, it's a sports game, so you have to kind of know you're getting into that. It's not
a minigame collection.
Yeah, and it's fun. It's definitely fun. But it's, you know, it's a different genre than this. And that ghost just vanishes, and you're like, okay. And this ghost just walks through the wall. So we're gonna attack you, this blank wall.
We're just gonna... We don't need bombs in this game.
Yeah, right.
We'll just crumble.
Take that link. We can just tuck you in.
It just rolled. Spent all that money for nothing.
My Sonata reference always like one of my favorite things.
Yes, I love the Moonlight Sonata thing is so good. Is this a sunflower? No. When hamsters grow old, do they turn into rabbits? No.
I would hope not.
That doesn't even make any sense, like just the wording of the question. So we are the first couple to complete the quest and pass the final test. And there's Spat, if you noticed, hiding among the clown hams.
Biology 101, gang.
And so Spat's like, there wasn't actually a prize, because the ghost is like, the prize is that you had a really good date and you got to learn more about each other and overcome challenges. And Spat's like, I want
the friends
money!
you made along the way.
Literally. And Spat's like, that is silly. So we told the ghost to transform, and he says, I'm not afraid of ghosts, but he is afraid of cats.
Wow.
The cat ghost is like really
could fly past then.
Yeah.
You can fly past the first stage. Get a cat on the screen.
And then what I don't understand is he goes, oh yeah, wait, there actually is a physical prize. Here's some rocks.
Yay, rock.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of, like, couples and side quests that we do not do in the any % route. So, like, if you want to see all these other side quests and see all the content this game has to offer, give it a shot. Like, definitely give it a shot.
Absolutely.
Well, basically that was like an Indiana Jones thing. You had to go through a wall, you had to fight ghosts and stuff, you had to set stuff on fire, and then you get a rock.
Yep, and you just get some rocks.
Get a rock.
Now we're going to the jungle.
Oh, yeah.
Probably my least favorite area.
The jungle's like, yeah, it's like fine. I really like Jingle, so I'm happy to see Jingle. But otherwise, it's like, it's okay. Coming after Boo Manor, it's definitely a letdown, because I think Boo Manor is the coolest part of this game.
Yeah, I think so.
But Cappy is getting convinced by Spat to make a deal. And Cappy starts talking like Spat. And we're like, that's weird. That's why we need the Ham Chat Bizarro. We need to be like, hey, you're acting weird. And he goes, I made a promise to buy a hat from Spat. And we're like, okay, that's interesting. I mean, Cappy really likes hats, so that kind of makes sense. But he's trying to buy an acorn cap. And if you know Cedric is the hamster who has an acorn cap. And he lives on Sunny Peak, so we're gonna run to Sunny Peak to try and stop Spat before he gets there. This is the part of the game it really opens up, because if you don't know what chats you necessarily need, you're gonna start having to go back to all the different areas and complete different side quests to do things, which is really fun, because like you get to travel to all the different areas, try and figure out what's going on, and you know, even in the speedrun we have to go backtrack to Sunny Peak a little bit, and do some quests here, which is really nice. I like that it's not just Area A, Area B, Area C, it diverges.
Yeah, this part I definitely had to try to figure out. You know, when I was a kid, I was just like, okay, where do I go now? Like,
yeah. The nice thing is at the clubhouse, Snoozer will give you hints if you're confused. You can ask him about every single area, and he'll give you a little hint on what to do next. Hey, try talking to everyone. Hey, have you gone and talked to this person? Hey, have you bought this item? And that was really helpful to me as a kid.
Yeah, same.
Oh, the jungle
Also,
is actually a greenhouse. Today I learned.
I was about to comment on that too.
That.
Like, that just blew my mind.
I mean, it makes sense. Because it's a collective of plants that's semi-exotic. Probably.
Right.
I don't know.
Alright, so we're grabbing the hot spring egg for later. And so we ask Cedric what's up. And he says, I'm really sad. Someone stole my cap. And we're like, yeah, that makes sense. That's sad. We'll try and get it back, friend.
Also, what bird sheds a feather of red, white, and blue color quite like that?
I don't know, but it's really cute.
Like, we got the Liberty bird there.
Yeah, honestly.
Or it could be French, we don't know.
Oh, you're right, actually.
It could be like any of the flags that are red, white, and blue. It could just be an international.
So we say, you know, you took something that someone loves. And he goes, I bought this from Spat. You can't take it from me. And we're like, that's not nice. And so we're gonna here get trapped by our good friend Bog, who lives here in the Wild Woods. And he's searching for a hot springs egg. And so that's why we picked that up earlier. He's gonna teach us something when we give him the hot spring egg. But we're like, oh my gosh, he has a little cage. Let's team up with him. We got Ham Team from Stan earlier, and we're gonna use that here to try and get Cappy to have him. Otherwise, he'll just run away from you in perpetuity. So we gotta stop that cycle.
He's
Good
like,
old
hamsters.
Tarzan.
And it's like, well, what did you expect? Like, what else is here?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, like, Bog is literally Tarzan hamster.
Yes.
So he speaks in, like, not proper English at all, and, like, speaks in the third person. It's like, Bog help. Like, oh jeez.
Yep. All right, and so what I did there is I ran all the way around, because if you follow Cappy in a counterclockwise, you have to watch his animation every single time, so instead we run around to save animation time. And basically we've captured Cappy and we say, you've made Cedric really sad, like really sad. He's been blue this whole time, like, and Cappy says, you know what, will you take me to meet him? I don't want to make him sad. And we're like, yeah, of course.
For those of you who were just joining, this is Hamtaro Ham-Ham Heartbreak. This game is about reuniting friendship, learning different like slang words that the hamsters use. It's more or less an adventure sort of action game. Not a whole lot of action. There's a couple of boss fights in the form of shoving a stick at things or shoving crates and cleaning tiles, but it's really more of a wholesome like story video game. And there's skill in speedrunning it by routing out exactly what you need, because like you don't need every like ham chat slang word. You also don't need to do every single quest, and and it's just like routing out exactly how you want to go about through this game for the any % route at least. And then I know there's the all ham chats, and then is there another category? Is there all loves, or is it?
There's all loves, which comes first, and then there's all ham chats. All ham chats requires more things.
Okay.
So all loves is like kind of like the true ending in a way, and then all ham chats is kind of like.
Yeah.
So we're gonna say, hey, we have your hot spring egg, and Bog is gonna say, I'm gonna teach you to be Tarzan like me, and you can cling on the vines and fly places, and it ends up being really useful. He goes, look, you just hold on to the vine and clingy, and you're like, that makes sense, yeah.
I'm thinking Brendan Fraser and then Bog. Those are my two favorite.
Yeah.
I think in that order, because I don't know.
They're so cute. I just love the animations.
So good.
They're amazing. You know, I would have loved to have been on that design team to be like, alright, we just gotta make up this random set of words and then a dance with it.
Right?
No, that's the whole thing. That's our whole spiel in this game.
That's the game. That's the game. And everyone's like, you know what? Yeah, I love this game.
And you just see like 8 people doing random stuff. Does this look like it? Does this look like it? Like...
Imagine motion capture for this, if they ever made it 3D.
Oh my god.
How do you motion capture for hamster animations?
You see the music notes, and you hear music playing, and if you know the Ham-Hams, you know we're gonna be finding Jingle, who's one of my favorite hamsters. What style, you know? And so he's just chilling here practicing his guitar, and he's supposed to be at a gig right now. He's supposed to be the wedding musician, and he totally blanked out and forgot because he was just so jamming with his music and composing, you know? And so he's like, thank you. And we're gonna go back to the wedding soon.
Now I think we need a Ring Fit Adventure mod for this, or like a mod. Just, you get to run around and do like dances and stuff to defeat people.
I'm in. I'm totally in.
I do it.
Hamtaro Ring Fit. Let's do it.
That's the musical, but with ham. As long as it's less frightening.
Yeah.
Oh,
if it's Hamtaro, it's gonna be cuter at least, you know?
I would hope
it's
so.
Live action, because it's probably a little terrifying.
Yeah.
We got the Marble of Power.
Yes. So something they do in their culture for weddings is they go up to the top and they put the marble in the nest and they talk about their plans for the future in private, which is like really cute. And then Spat's like, I'm gonna come and ruin your wedding ceremony and take your marble, which is definitely not as cute.
And he runs over Hamtaro. Just like,
Yeah.
just bulldozes. The poor thing.
Yeah, just zoom.
The audacity.
I know.
And everyone's panicking. Like, nobody's doing
Everyone
anything.
is panicking. This child is crying. It's so sad. And so this like telemarketer, that's not the right word, but is like harassing this woman. And so we just tell him, you know what, we'll buy your bandage. Leave her alone, please.
I wish this hamster had a name. Like,
Right?
he's a recurring character, he should have had a name, and all he does is just harass people to buy the random trash he picks up off the ground.
Yeah, and he was in Unite too. So it's like 2 games where he's a critical character and has no name. No name.
Who
I
are
just
you
heard him was like
working
shopping.
for?
Look at the brows on this hamster! Like, everyone, like,
baby.
if anyone has ever watched Yu-Gi-Oh, everyone...
Eyes.
Yeah, like, everyone knows about, like, Joey's chin, from Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, this is like
Yeah.
Joey's chin, but the eyebrows on this hamster.
Yeah, really impressive. And he's just really rude to you and just like ham scopes you. And you're like, okay. And Spat just chucks a stick at us, which like is fair. We've done worse to him if we're being honest. And so you might be like, oh, you have a branch and you have a rubber band, slingshot, and you would be correct. We're gonna make a slingshot.
People are gonna start having their really handsome emotes coming out.
Yes, please. The eyebrows.
Like, and how he runs, too. Like, he just always
good.
faces forward to make sure you always see his epic eyebrows.
Just scurries.
You cannot look away from the brows of destiny.
You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like.
People with the Joey's chin emotes is fantastic.
Yes!
Oh, man.
The inventor Ham makes us a slingshot, and so all we need left is to know the word how to use it, right? And so we're gonna go into the palace where he's harassing the palace guards for no reason, and he goes yeah and runs away.
You know you're evil when you run like that, right? Like...
Oh, I was smashing too early.
Hello, world.
Hey, sometimes you gotta say hello.
Ham-ha! Any ham-has in chat, y'all? It's over if you're in my ham scope. And you're like, haha, you just told us your secret.
We're literally
Finally.
saying
Said
now,
that.
thanks. Yeah, like...
360 no ham scope.
Oh my god.
And so, guess what? You've now taught us how to do it. Pew! Youch!
Even when he's in pain, he's got the eyebrows.
Yep. He's running in style. So we go back to Spat, and we have a ham scope, and you can just ham scope him in the face, but it's much faster to just have ham scope the bees, because the bees are actually gonna chase him off.
Not the bees.
He's afraid of bees, like, and I am too. Like, this is a mood. Yeah, I would jump in that dirty lake faster than waiting there and getting stung by those bees. But guess what?
Gotta breathe sometime.
Yep. Go Gators!
Oh god. That's terrifying. And this is in somebody's greenhouse.
Nope. So, Spat just gets eaten by a crocodile, and we're moving on, going back to the wedding, like nothing happened.
He's fine. Maybe.
We've gotten the marble, we're gonna return it to the couple.
The question you're asking should not be how small are these bees. It's how big are these hamsters?
Oh, the hamsters are like large.
Large.
They get to continue their wedding ceremony. Yay!
As a vegetarian, all my scoops are no ham. I just wanted to say that out loud. Because that was good. Shout out. That one was pretty good. That got me.
I love that. Good one. Yay! Love and happiness.
Yeah, like, these hamsters do not fear death. They know the afterlife, or at least one version of it. You're in a mansion.
That's true.
And you're just hanging out,
That's a
doing
good
whatever,
point.
you know? They have a definitive answer what their afterlife is like, for the most part. So,
Never thought about that, but you're so right.
yeah,
That does
it
not
was like
fear
someone in
death.
chat brought it up. They're like, I do not fear death. Just live in a haunted house with horrors.
So he is grooving. He is schmoovin'.
I know, ham jam. I want a ham jam emote that just is him. Just take this marble and go.
I love how they just give the marble that's an integral part to their, like, culture to just these two random schmucks who happen to help them. It's like, oh yeah, I guess no one's ever getting married again.
Nope. Guess not.
But we now have the whole Triforce.
We do, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing next. We are going to be going back to Sunny Peak and getting a weapon to defeat Spat with. So they're like, let's go check out Spat Tower. And to that, I say no. So basically, if you go to Spat Tower right now, you just cannot get over the gate. There's a giant gate with a moat. So we have to figure out a way to get over the gate and also to have a weapon to defeat Spat with. So those are the two things we need to, like, wrap up this story. Because we've caused him to flee all the way back to his tower. So we're going back to Sunny Peak because, as you noticed, there was the oil can that we bought. And there was this switch here. So now that I have the oil can, I can put this. And pull the lever. And we're gonna go to the top of Sunny Peak, and so we're actually gonna take the go-kart this time.
Like my favorite part of the game.
Oh, y'all in chat, I hope you're, like, so excited right now. This is by far my favorite part of this game.
I hope you like The Legend of Zelda. I hope TGH is watching.
Right?
I say that not so, like, subtly while he's across the room from me.
LOL. I'm
That
ready.
reminds me of, what is it? Minish Cap, where it's, like, ridiculously fast in the minecart or whatever.
Right, there's the minecart. Like, there's a lot of different pieces here. There's a lot of Zelda references. I love it. So we learned how to polish rocks here. This is kind of where you have to come here to learn how to polish rocks, and that's a different part of the story. You actually have to do the jewelry as part of one of the quests. So rock routing becomes a part of the all hand chats category. So, look at what we've got. Look at this.
Triforce of Wisdom. The Triforce of Courage. And the Triforce of Power.
Up, here we go. Time for some rip-off music. Let's do this.
The power vested in us, we will tuggy this out.
We will tuggy this.
It's beautiful. I want a spoon like that.
It's the
I don't even
legendary
care.
spoon!
I don't even care. Let me get
The
one.
legendary spoon! And everyone is like, what? Why is it a spoon?
I legit thought it was, like, gonna be a sword when I was first
Same.
playing. And then they
100%.
just, like, it's the Spoon of Evil's Bane.
I heckin' love this game, y'all. Oh, I meant to go to Spat Tower. Menuing is impossible.
And you
How
make
do you
it
put
very
that on a
difficult.
wish list? What do you want? Do you want cutlery? No, I want the Spoon of Evil's Bane. What? That's what I want.
So here we have to try out everything we can. All the ham chats in our dictionary. Not actually, but just all the options in this menu. To progress the story. We're gonna try and sticky across. That makes sense. Is there a
Something
way
to
we
do
can
with
hide
the
here?
African swallow. We don't really know that whole thing.
So we're gonna go back to the inventor. And he's all sad because like he has a plan for his next invention, but he's hit a dead end. He needs something that looks like that. My wife has seen something, but she doesn't know what she's talking about because she's a woman. And you're like, okay. And so
Yeah.
she goes, I do know what I'm talking about. I've seen it on Sunny Peak. And we say, oh yeah, we already have it because this is a speed run. And we give her the legendary spoon. And she goes, look, I told you this whole time. I knew what was going on. I have this, and you didn't trust in me, and that wasn't cool. And, you know, he goes, I'm so sorry. I really should have believed in you. You're my wife. I love you. And thank you so much for helping me all the time. And you're like, heck yeah.
Women in STEM.
Women in STEM. Yeah, so I really like that storyline, actually. Because he's like, you know what, I was foolish and I took you for granted and I'm really sorry. And you're like, yeah! Yeah!
You did, son.
Learn how to appreciate your partner.
Mm-hmm.
This game was so progressive.
It is. It is.
And I think that's the last couple you save as well.
It is. It is.
And just to point out, like, the love meter fills every time you rescue a couple, and we've only filled it halfway, and that's the last couple, so there is so much more to this game than what you've seen in this run.
Yep. Do I need to say put? Oh, no. Let's see. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, that's actually time saved to say Ham-Ha then. Nice. So basically we're like, hey, we actually have a place that we need to hamapult across using your new invention that you just made. Can you help us out? And he takes us all the way to Spot Tower. And he goes, I'm gonna go hang out with my wife now because she's awesome. Have fun.
Goodbye.
Gonna go right into Spat Tower.
We are. So that's what the legendary spoon is all about, gamers.
Hide our noble
so good.
steed.
I love this animation with like the really
so
large
good.
pixels.
It kind of reminds me of the Secret of Mana when they get shot out of the cannon for like their fast travel and they just like go in circles, just,
Right.
and then they just land like that.
And you're like, okay.
Yeah, they're fine.
And guess what? Slide puzzle time.
I got so
I had
stuck
so
on this
many-
as a kid.
It's
Had
like
so
kind
many
of
side
hard.
puzzles. 90s kids
it's-
unite.
Yeah. The good thing is, there's no RNG to it. It's the same every time. So, as I say that, I'm screwing it up. Hold on.
It's okay.
Talking and doing this puzzle is hard. But yeah, I find it very funny. There's just like this little like slide puzzle portion of this.
I definitely had a couple of these as a kid.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
I just got like irrationally mad looking at this, like looking at the solution.
Well, it's not optimal, but we did it.
Look
I
at that
remember
smug
solving it by
face.
accident.
So that's the only way you can get back to the clubhouse, which we need to do later. And this, you're like, why is this guy sad? And we hear we hear something behind this door. And so we're gonna listen in real close. There's a voice, eek, help, crunch, and we're like, oh goodness. And so we're like, do you like know this person? So we're gonna say, hey, we heard a rumor. And he goes, yeah, that's my girlfriend, and Spat locked her away to force me to be his bodyguard. And so we're saying, hey, we'll help you free her. Seriously, you'll help me? And he does little pleading eyes. So he lets us in, and it's time to face off against Spat. And he has a giant mech for some reason.
The Haminator 3000.
Yeah.
Amazing. Sort of reminds me of the bats from Mega Man 2.
And so we try and ham scope it, and Spat goes, "That's never gonna work. Your pebbles can't harm me," and blows us away. Heck.
Oh.
And we're like, what are we gonna do here?
Such a mech cute robot.
Look at all those Eggman's robots, you know?
Look at all those Eggman's robots.
Yeah.
That was so good.
was
amazing.
So basically the person tells us, "Oh, you need a love shot," and Harmony makes those, and you're like, "Oh, okay." We tell her,
Wake up.
We're giving up, we're giving up. She goes, "Don't say things like that." And we say, can we team up? Do you know how to make love shots?
Can you get out of bed for once?
Yeah, can you do your job, sister? Please.
And she goes, "La la la, here are some love shots," and you're like, "Okay." Let's give Spat more than he can handle. So now we're actually gonna do the final boss fight, which is non-trivial. It's actually, like, can kind of kill your run. So there's 3 things that can happen in this fight. There's the laser eyes, which just stun you. There's the tornado, which can blow you away, and you have to restart the fight. And there's the open mouth part, which is how you actually damage him. So basically I'm gonna like run around and try and avoid. Because if either Hamtaro or Bijou gets touched by the thing, you get blown away and have to restart the fight, which is like really bad.
Yeah, it's a pretty big hitbox, depending
Those
on
are...
like.
Yeah.
That's like a quarter of your screen. Or more.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that was really bad. Usually on the 3rd go it should be the mouth, but it was not, and I was not ready for it. Oh my goodness, this RNG is terrible. Spat, come on.
People want more Tails impressions, dear God, no.
But the good thing is you only have to do 1 shot and it's over. So there's a little bit more dialogue, and I will say time is coming up. Spat goes, "Now you've done it. Look at Spat's costume, he looks like Harmony. I can only do good deeds in this pooey getup." And flies away. And we learned a new ham chat. Pooey. Uncool is the translation.
Look at that. Look at that. That's
What
such
a
mood,
beautiful
though.
ham
Like,
chat.
oh, amazing.
Otacon,
That's
how
so-
do I stop it?
Right. Alright, time is coming up really soon once I match this cutscene. You were truly marvelous. And time! That is a 5-second PB from me, actually.
Yo, congrats!
Oh,
I was on pretty good pace out of Wildwoods, but you know, you never say anything until it's over, and I got the PB! That's exciting!
Oh,
That's awesome. Also, this credit sequence is like,
This credit
was
sequence
my
is
favorite.
so cute. I hope we
So
have enough.
good.
Do we have enough time to watch the credit sequence?
Yeah, I can actually, so for those of you in chat who are wondering, where can you find out more about this video game, its community, or maybe even more about our runner and commentator, please follow them, by the way. This is your time to tell the lovely people in chat where you can find them, and I am also going to link the Twitch URLs.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah. So funny enough, I have run every single Hamtaro game out there. If you're interested, feel free to hit me up, you know, on Twitter, Discord, or anything. But my main speed game is actually Celeste. Very different from this. So if you're interested in Celeste speedruns, and I'm also a Super Mario Bros. Kaizo player, I would love for you to follow me at twitch.tv/frozenflygun. And I also love helping in speedrunning marathons and events. So yeah, check me out there. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, and I learned this speedrun, and I did a couple of attempts at it, but I don't think I got a full run-in with my new setup with the actual game and console. But I speedrun random kawaii Japanese games from Super Famicom to Famicom and just random Game Boy games. So yeah, if you like kawaii games, you can come hang out. I also do Link to the Past randomizer. But yeah, this was so much fun. Thank you so much for asking me to commentate this, because basically it's just like watching a movie almost. You know what I mean? It's so good.
Love this game so much. I thank you so much, Amber, for having us. I knew they loved this game, and it's just so perfect for like the Valentine's Day theme, and just so happy to show off a game from my childhood that I love so much. I hope chat enjoyed it as well.
Yes, chat, play this game. There was a boatload that we didn't see here that is worth going through at least playing. There's a lot of shenanigans. A lot more cute things.
If you came in at any time during the run, I guess I'll show you my plushies. I have Hamtaro and Bijou here as well. I've had these since I was a kid. Hamtaro's like always been something I've loved so much. So yeah, I cannot recommend this game and Rainbow Rescue enough. They're super, super fun, nostalgic, and yeah, I hope you loved that credit sequence also, because I think it is the cutest thing ever, and this like ending screen makes me cry every time. Like,
it is adorable. It is so good. That's actually the picture that's on the box art for the game.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So this was developed with Nintendo and which is why there's some like Zelda references and stuff in there, but yeah, that's gonna be it for this run. There's 2 more runs though. There is a coming up next we have Love 2 Kuso by FC Racer, and TGH will be joining us for commentary as well. And as a reminder to everyone, your subs, gift subs, Amazon Prime subs, your views, your bits, me smacking my microphone, it does help support our GDQ hotfix content. Everything that you do for supporting our channel and our content allows us to keep providing more shows, whether it's my show, Skybills' shows, the Blacktastics, Super Boss Brothers, along with Big John, you name it. But also, if you've missed any of the runs from AGDQ 2021 online, or maybe you want to watch some previous hotfix shows, or maybe you want to rewatch this episode when it ends up on YouTube, go to youtube.com/gamesdonequick and check out the archive of our live shows. And in fact, if you are watching on YouTube, hi YouTube, and you'd like to support our live content, please come over to Twitch over at twitch.tv/GD and consider supporting the live content with an Amazon Prime account or anything like that. Even just being here and telling people about it is super helpful. So just remember that this content is brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you very much. So we'll be right back in just just after this break while we get FC Racer set up for Love 2 Kuso, and that's going to be a speedrun of Love %. And we're gonna get everyone together in just a few minutes. So thank you again, Flygon and Air Angel, for being on board. This was a great way to start off the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I absolutely love Hamtaro speedruns, and I'm glad you enjoyed as well, everyone. Thank you.
My pleasure. So take it easy. We'll be right back after these messages. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 6 of Never Before Seen. My name is AmberCyprian, and I will be the host for the rest of the night, and for the beginning of the run too, or the beginning of the show too. The host all night. So I am bringing you yet another set of speedruns of games that have never before been seen in mainline GDQ events, which is always the name of the game here. As always, if you happen to speedrun a game that has never been run in an AGDQ, SGDQ, or GDQx event, and you'd like to submit it to the show, type !NBS into the chat and find the link to be able to send me your runs, and I would love to have you on board. So, this is a game that I haven't played, but I have watched a good chunk of. This is Kuso. It recently got its name changed to Love 2 Kuso. And I'm very happy to have a good friend of mine, FC Racer, in the house, the theoretical house, to show off this run. So go ahead, introduce yourself, introduce your commentator, and we can definitely get this on the road.
All right, what's up, everybody? I am FC Racer. You might have caught my run at SGDQ for Gunman Clive, or my commentary for my commentator, their race at GDQx for Celeste, and I'm my commentator. With that being said, is TGH.
Hi, I'm TGH, and I've played this game.
Yeah, this is a nice
No,
little.
I speedran it bit for bit.
It's so this is Love 2 Kuso. It's obviously a sequel. The developer actually, it's 2 games in one, and you know it's for a really good deal. It's like I think $5 on all multiple platforms. So basically,
Yeah, it's a super cheap game.
Yeah.
Definitely worth getting at any rate, for sure.
Absolutely.
And I totally did not put it in to the Valentine's Day episode just because its name is Love.
So yeah, we're gonna be running Love Percent, which is a remake of 2014's Love, which is all 16 levels. And so real quick, one of the gimmicks is that you can set your checkpoint at any time as long as you're on safe ground. If it gets hit with a projectile or something, it'll disappear. But other than that, it's just a really straightforward platformer. And we'll get into it. Let me count myself down here. All right, so in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And off the bat, you can see.
Yeah, so
oh, go ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna say this is like a super simple platformer. Like basically, you move left and right, jump. But a pretty unique mechanic about this platform is that you can actually set your own checkpoints. So you'll see that little white strip that's moving up and down back there. That's actually a checkpoint that was manually set. You can set them whenever you want, as long as you're standing on safe, solid ground. In other words, like not, standing right on a hazard, because otherwise you'd probably soft lock yourself. But yeah, so the game is well designed like that. But yeah, it's very, very simple. The charm from it, or the thing that makes it like truly unique is its level design, though. It's just like there's some really interesting levels later on, like that look just super. I don't know, like you're like you'll see.
Yeah, you'll see. And also,
yeah,
I'm using the hat costume, so every time that I take a death, the hat's just gonna fall down, just to remind me. But
hey, you died here.
I did. Yep. And they stack too, so if I run into a difficult spot, like, you died here multiple times.
Get a reminder of your painful failures.
Mm-hmm. You look so dapper.
Yeah, just generally speaking, anything that's white on the screen is a hazard. So like you'll see the little static looking stuff on the screen. If you touch that, you die.
So you have a little shortcut there.
Oh, nice little shortcut. Yeah, that one's actually pretty. That one's a little bit simpler than it looks, because you can just rub up against the terrain there. You can rub up against like the wall, and it sets up really nicely to fall through.
So this stage here, arguably the best song in the game.
Yeah, the soundtrack's
It's really
banger
good.
for sure.
It is on Spotify and I think other streaming services. Unfortunately, this level is so short, so you don't even get to hear all the good. Well, I can make it a little longer by missing my jump there, but okay, I think I'm good. Yeah, all right. There's a pixel perfect setup where you can just kind of glide and hang down and just listen to that chill tune. This is my favorite song from the game too. So
Hear that on a lo-fi chill hop station.
so we're gonna wait because I knew I missed that cycle. So
I think my favorite track is coming up, actually. Not this one. Actually, I might be thinking of a different one. I might be thinking of Love 1.
So I'm just gonna, you got these like random drops that are coming down, and again, they'll take you out.
Yeah, there's a leak in here. Several of them, actually.
All right, so for this one, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, one really cool thing about this game is that it does have a speedrun mode. You can see the frame counter in the top left, so you know exactly how long you took. Also, shout outs to Mega Man blocks.
Yeah, nice timing there to get up there.
And Electman beams that apparently are my bane of existence. So we gotta bounce across these trampolines, but if we time it right,
Yep.
we can go rather quickly.
Yeah, these structures that move up and down just kind of automatically. They're basically trampolines. Like, they just kind of automatically bounce you up. See, there's a hat.
Oh gosh. I'm panicking. Just like
Oh, oh yeah. So another thing about checkpoints is if you happen to lay a checkpoint like in the path of danger, like for instance, FC actually like laid a checkpoint like right where that saw was gonna come down. The saw can actually kill your checkpoint as well.
Yep. Just
So be careful about that. Yeah, otherwise you need to start the level all over again.
I'm off cycle for this. This could be a fun one. Yeah, this is probably my most disliked stage out of all of them. You just have like these, you know.
Yeah, it looks like an experience.
I think it's just the hardest part is like at the end here you have like this thing, and then this is so deceptive.
It's disorienting. And also, isn't there a thing where if you hit the ceiling, you don't make it?
Yeah.
You have to like make sure you don't hit the ceiling. Yeah. By the way, this screen sucks.
Yeah, this is basically an auto scroller. So
yeah,
you know,
it's a huge auto scroller.
you just kind of wait because we need that lead platform. Actually, the funny part is while doing you know, checks on audio and whatnot, found out that some of these what look to be saws don't have collision on them to kill me, which I found out.
Yeah, like the last one, you can just go under it, right?
I did not know that. I was like, oh, okay. I thought you had to do some like super intricate jump and everything, and it's like no. And like I took a death there, but like these platforms go for such a long time that I'm not losing time.
Yeah.
And also too, the developer actually is currently working on Love 3, so very excited for that. There's also, I'm not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Right.
This is fine.
It's like the more crazy way of doing it. Right, so this,
Yeah, this is what I meant when I was talking about interesting level design. Like I don't know what in the world you're going through here.
I don't either.
Like you're going through some archaeologist's wet dream or something. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So I took an intentional death there because when you hit that white orb, you guys want to put some orbs in chat? You can open up that area and grab that collectible, but it's also just, you know, saves time to in the speedrun to bring yourself back over with the checkpoint. Okay, I'm also struggling on these teeth.
Yeah, these jumps are pretty precise.
Also, the controls are really tight too. Like, you know, depending on how long you hold the jump, you either get a full jump or you can just get like a very, you know, just a couple pixels. Very intricate.
Yeah.
I was former world record holder. Gosh, I think it was like at least a year ago or something. And then like people just kind of started grinding this game and really got some solid times. I think it's 7 minutes and some change now for world record, which is really okay. I just want to decorate. You know, we're just decorating and leaving our hats behind. Putting some caps on the teeth to make it safe, right?
Oh, that's
We're decorating the place. I love what you've done with the place.
Alright, so this one is just like a, you know, this kind of reminds me of a Donkey Kong level. Like the 25 meters, where you're just kind of going up and up, and you have, you know, these stop and go sections.
Oh yeah.
No. There's one thing that I didn't mention in level 3. I'm gonna play safe. Let's do that.
Jump over the bow ties.
Yep. Okay. So there's a section here that looks like it's going to be really difficult, but you can actually just swim across that.
Yeah, it's run over. Super Mario Brothers 1 style.
Yep. This level. So there is a cool skip that some people do towards the end. I am not going to go for it because I have not practiced it. Just skyrocket up here. Jump ahead of ourselves and just run into the beam. Just, you know.
You just gotta leave that hat.
We're gonna come up here, we're gonna die, and then we're gonna
Yeah, like
Then
right
we're gonna
there.
keep playing the game.
Right.
Oh yeah, so these platforms just like kind of serve as the ground, and they move when you run.
I'm
Also, the music is very fitting for this stage.
little tight there. You want to stand on the
I will say.
stand on the right side of that platform so you can jump over that spike because you can't just run through in this level. So there's like these
so
teleporting
here are
gimmicks.
teleporters. That one in particular right there is hard because, like, you know, especially casually, because you don't know where you're gonna come down.
Okay, we're on the final
Especially if
level.
you're like me and
Ooh.
especially if you're like me and just forget to set checkpoints everywhere.
Yeah, or if your checkpoint gets destroyed, which is okay. These two. I was actually about to lay a checkpoint right there too, but we'll set one here. Okay, here we go. So this level, it kind of takes bits and pieces of each level that you played in before. So as you can see, we got like the nice little pitfall here from. I think that each stage name is actually named after the song, so that would be Kid. I don't know what the rest of these are because Kid is the only one that I added to my Spotify playlist. I'm sorry. But it's really good. Alright, so this next area, very annoying. I feel like you need RNG here because of these songs. Yeah, because you're forced to hit that trampoline, and if those things are down, it's like, well...
It's one of those things that's not RNG, but it feels like it's RNG because, like, it's just a really annoying global cycle.
All right, we're coming up on time.
I'm not even the one running, and I'm the one making speedrunner noises.
All right, and that's time.
GG.
So that was
GG.
love.
GG.
Yeah, very, very short run. A lot of fun. Great soundtrack, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
Highly recommend the game.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun
For sure.
It's super cheap. It's super tight. It's got great music. Also, please follow the runner and the commentator. They're awesome. And speaking of which, if the lovely people in chat wanted to know more about y'all, where can they find you? What else do you do? But when you're not doing Kuso, what do you do?
So I'm actually not really speedrunning that much right now, to be quite honest. I'm mainly playing some other games with some friends, although I'm considering trying to figure out some speedruns for Valheim that just came out and seeing what's going to happen with that. I was running Celeste. I'm planning to get back to it because I want to actually get to sub 32. And also Gunman Clive. Still running that from time to time, you know, doing some races here and there. But you can follow me on Twitch at FC Racer and on Twitter at FC Racers with an S. This is a long story. I'll tell you about it on stream, I promise.
And then you over there.
I run 2D Zeldas. I don't like, you know, it's, yeah. No, I run classic Zeldas primarily. I did used to run Celeste as well. I'm not doing as much of that anymore. I'm not really doing any of that anymore. But I am doing I'm doing classic Zelda, focusing right now on Link's Awakening DX categories. That's about it for me.
Occasionally de-rust a certain blue dog game.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
A certain
Isometric.
quote unquote 3D blue hedgehog game.
Yeah.
Starring a blue hedgehog.
But yeah, thank you both for being on the show. Thank you for submitting this FC because it was just like, I was like, man, this is like the perfect intermission run for Valentine's Day. Let's go.
There we go. Yeah, thanks for having me.
It has nothing to actually do with love, but it's called love, so yay.
It works. By technicality, it works. But yeah, that's we're going to be moving on to our next run in just a few minutes. It is going to be a 2-player co-op online speedrun of Stardew Valley Marriage Percent.
Ooh.
So, stick around for that. And as a reminder, if you missed any of the runs from AGDQ 2021 online, or maybe you want to watch any previous hotfix shows, maybe you want to watch Mercy Kill because you missed it, maybe you want to watch this again when it comes out on YouTube, just check out our archive on youtube.com/gamesdonequick and check that out. And then also, if you are on YouTube watching this right now, first off, hi. I hope you're having a good day, but also, like, if you'd like to support our live content, check us out on twitch.tv/GDQ and consider, if you have an Amazon Prime account, subscribing to our Twitch channel for free using your Prime Gaming account. or cheering bits, telling your friends, just being here and viewing, sending emotes. Just support our channel, and it allows us to bring you more and more weekly hotfix content. So thank you very much for supporting our shows. So all that, your subs, gift subs, Amazon Prime subs, bits, all that good stuff. We really, really do appreciate it, and it allows us to keep giving you more content. But yeah, like I said, stick around. We've got one more run for tonight, and it's going to be a really awesome one. It's going to be the first co-op speedrun on NBS, and we'll be right back after these messages. Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 6 of Never Before Seen. My name is AmberCyprian. We are doing our last run of the night. We are bringing you one last speedrun of a game that has never before been seen in a mainline GDQ event. And as always, if you happen to run a game that has never been run in an AGDQ, SGDQ, or GDQx event, and you'd like to submit it to the show, feel free to type !NBS into the chat and find the link to be able to send me your runs, and I would love to have you on the show. So this is going to be a really interesting run. This is our first online co-op run of a video game, and this, like I said, Valentine's Day is around the corner. It's 4 days away, technically 3, because if you're on the East Coast, or if you're, any time zone where it is February 11th, happen to celebrate Valentine's Day. This is going to be a Stardew Valley 2-player co-op marriage percent run. So this is really cool. I'm gonna not take up any other time. I'm gonna turn it over to our 2 runners and their commentator for this. So go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Rewarded Drawer. I go by Reward or Rad for short. My pronouns are they and them. I am a variety streamer who has done Stardew Valley marriage percent single player and also 2-player. I do variety challenges. I play weird games using my DJ Hero and Guitar Hero guitar and turntables. I also do challenges like randomizers and stuff like that. And I am also a cosplayer, currently working on Shoto Aizawa from My Hero Academy. And with me is my co-runner, Penguin Brit.
Hi, I'm Penguin Brit. I go by she, they pronouns. I am also a variety streamer, and I'm quite new to speedrunning. I just started doing some of the solo marriage percent that you do as well with Maru. I also sometimes make cosplays that are okay, and I can do like a fairly decent Yoshi impression. And with me we've got our commentator Blade as well.
Oh, you say that and you don't give us an example. All right, I'm Blade. I'm a Stardew speedrunner / challenge runner. I also do a lot of diving into the code of the game. You may have seen me on the Stardew Valley Discord or the Stardew Valley forums. Also do a bit of editing on the Stardew Valley wiki. I have built a map predictor. This predicts things in the game, like where you'll find a ladder in the mines, what trees when you cut down will give you 2 seeds when they drop, where bubbles will be in the game. It's not to be confused with Mousy Pound's online predictor. It's quite a useful tool for a few runs that we do. Currently, I'm trying to complete the missing bundle by summer 4, year 1. I end up doing a lot more planning than actual running, and the route that you're going to see tonight is one that I put together. So we are doing what we're going to see tonight is a 2-player marriage run. So the goal is for each player to marry someone. You can either marry another player, which we're not doing because that takes quite a while to do because he needs iridium bars and prismatic shards. So instead, Rewarded Draw is going to be marrying Shane, and Penguin Brit is going to be marrying Maru. Those are the 2 fastest that you can do, and their schedules line up pretty good. They gel quite well.
Yep. So a little bit of context on this run. So there are a number of different Stardew Valley runs. Community Center is probably considered the main run in that it kind of completes the main objective storyline of the game. There's also, for example, Mines Percent, as far as runs that can be done, as well as the individual bundles within the community center. We're going to be doing none of that. We are going to find a partner and marry them as quickly as possible. And so Shane is objectively the fastest to run. He leaves the house the earliest. He has a loved gift that you can buy in spring, as well as farm in summer. He's the closest to your house. He's just generally... Oh, and he has an early birthday, which makes it really safe for getting the extra birthday friendship value out of him. And then Maru is probably... is the best run that gels with Shane. So Britt will be running Maru as a sort of a complement, and we're going to be able to get 2 early gift days per week, thanks to the way that their schedules converge pretty well. And Maru also loves strawberries, so we get a spring crop as a gift. And
awesome. Britt, do you want to explain what we see on your screen right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So to start off with, we need to make sure that we've got everything set up correctly. So we start off with one cabin so that Rad has somewhere to sleep. Because I'm the host, I'll be sleeping in the main house, but we do end up sharing the same bed at some point because it makes it faster for watering. We want separate cabin layouts, so that way it's easier for Rad to be able to go down to Shane on some gift days. We keep the profit margin the same. The money style we have is separate because you by default start off with 500 gold just straight up. And so if we merge those later, then that ends up giving us 1,000 in total. And then over here, we'll both be running as a girl because you actually end up getting, you get money in the mail from your partners, which is instead of cookies, which is very interesting and very useful for us because economy is very, very valuable in this run. We also do the forest farm, so that way we have a higher chance of getting some really good forage items as well. And then, yeah, from there we just skip the intro and get started whenever you guys are ready.
Cool. Normally on a multiplayer run like this, we would start the run, and in chat there's a pause command you can do to stop time going. That gives time for the second player to build their character, join, and then time start on unpause. For simplicity, we're just going to start when Britt clicks OK, and Rad just has to create the character quite quickly and join. So when you're ready, Britt, count us in.
Absolutely. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
I get to sit here and wait for my invite.
Yeah,
this is why the run tends to... Yeah, so a little bit of context here. The reason why the run tends to wait until I load in is because Britt is able to pause time until I load in. And sometimes there's connection issues, especially when you have as poor a connection as I do. I'm not going to be doing care gen, by the way. My name is going to be so is my favorite thing. And I'm going to be Goral.
One of the things that you're going to see that might look a bit odd, you're going to notice that a lot of these tool swings are going to be a lot quicker. You can see it on screen now how Britt is going around and chopping all the weeds and grass. This is due to a hard-coded mechanic in the game, which we have termed animation cancelling. In order to perform this, it's a PC-only trick. There are 3 buttons on your keyboard that you need to press, which is right shift, delete, and R. So quite often a lot of runners will rebind that so it's a lot easier. Maybe use some mouse buttons, maybe use left shift, maybe use spacebar. So this is a way in order to get out of the tool animation, because the effect of the tool happens partway through the animation. So we cancel that so that we can do another tool animation very quickly, start moving around a lot more quickly. Each runner has picked up 15 parsnips from their cabin. So what they're doing now is just tilling land, placing the parsnips, watering them, and then waiting for those to grow. An important thing that they need when this gets harvested is a gold quality parsnip. The reason why we need a gold quality parsnip is that we need 2 gold quality cauliflower for the luau. That's the only festival that this run will have that we go to, because that provides quite a bit of friendship points. So
we kind of go to the spring festival, but we don't do anything there.
True. That is correct. You don't do the egg hunt, but yes, that's a good point there.
All right. So there's also rain that we need to worry about, and by worry I mean we need it. We need it. We want it. We love the rain. We have 3 fixed rain days in this run that will always happen. That is tomorrow, Spring 3, and then Summer 13 and 26. This day is always going to be a sunny day, as well as Spring 1. Outside of that, all rain is random, and we want it except on Summer Tuesdays and Thursdays, because they affect Maru's schedule.
Yes. Also on her birthday as well.
Yes.
So rain is good, except on specific days where rain is bad. Because normally Maru's schedule has gifting her on just after 7:50. If it rains, also depending on what your current friendship is, if it rains, that can add hours to the day, which we don't like. In some cases, it can be a reset.
You notice a parsnip is missing from my farm. That's a bad RNG element. I got scarecrowed. We hate this. We don't like it. Basically just means I lose money for free. And I can't do anything about it until I start harvesting parsnips tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So, a little bit unfortunate, but...
Going back to the need for the gold parsnip. So, a lot of RNG elements in this game are tied in to a game seed. Taking a break from that, right now, what we see here with the harvesting is that Brit harvested 1 single parsnip. This is to fulfill a quest in the game that will give you 100 G. Rewarder Drawer is harvesting the rest of the parsnips. We want 1 character to have all of the farming XP, because that will unlock recipes, that will unlock level 5 farming, which makes...
You see the spots? Okay, good.
These 2?
No, not that one.
Oh, good, because I didn't...
Those 2. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, I gotta go. I'm late.
I've forgotten what I was talking about. Level 5 farming, which makes crops 10% more valuable. So they found a golden parsnip, and you'll notice there that they have watered 2 spots above and 3 spots to the left where that gold parsnip is. So a lot of RNG in this game is tied into your game seed, which is set on create. 1.5 had a method of being able to specify a specific game seed on create, which controls a lot of RNG elements in the game. A lot of RNG elements that the map predictor I talked about at the start, that I can tell you about it. Gold crop spots, they move around the farm each day. So I think it's that the X left to right is weighted by 7 and up to down is weighted by 11. So that means that 22 days after harvesting the golden parsnip, 2 spots above, 2 spots above will also be a gold spot. No matter what the crop is, it's going to be gold.
Make sure you do the quest before you give me the money. Yep, there we go. Thank you.
Yep, very good. And also then 3 spots to the left, 21 days after harvesting the gold is going to be a gold quality crop no matter what's in there. So we plant cauliflower in there so that we are guaranteed to get 2 golden quality cauliflower, which gives the best luau result when we're there.
Am I buying collies? Did you YOLO?
You need 2, yes.
Okay.
So what we tried to do before, you can see me planting mixed seeds. We tried to YOLO cauliflower and try to get a cauliflower seed out of the mixed seeds. Unfortunately, none of the seeds that I planted gave us any cauliflower.
Yeah.
I have cat early.
Cat early? All right, Amber, are you going to be naming our cat?
Oh, heck yeah, we're going to be naming it Hamtaro.
Ham-Ha!
Shoutouts to Flygon.
Brilliant.
Shoutouts to Flygon's run earlier of Ham Heartbreak. That was great.
Very cute run there. Cuteness overload with that game. So what the runners are doing now is planting kale. Kale is a crop that gives good farming XP for the amount of days that takes to grow. It's very fast to harvest, and most importantly, it's going to be ready so that we have money ready for the Spring Festival, which is so that we
I got
get
these
as
last
many
4.
strawberries as we need in order for gifting Maru. We need a total of 14 strawberries for Maru throughout the run, preferably gold.
Okay, we need to get a coal, and we need to get wood for the scarecrow.
You have enough wood? I can just like pass you wood.
Pass me wood. I don't have enough wood. Okay, you water, and I will go get the thing. Hey, we got it. First try.
Nice.
I'm a pro.
Brilliant.
Oh, I don't have fiber. Goodness.
I have 21.
Okay, give me.
So with what Rad mentioned earlier about that missing crop with the crow, it's not going to be a problem anymore, because after Rad harvested the parsnips yesterday,
Gold spot. There we go. Sleep.
got a scarecrow recipe which has now been built and placed. We do not have to worry about crows for the rest of this run. They might
Go
eat some
away,
radishes
crows!
later. Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
So the next few days are just going to be waking up, going out, watering, going back to sleep. Except for one day.
Except for this day.
Yeah, we sleep this day.
Yeah, kale takes 6 days to grow. We have 7 days available, so we skip a day. At this point, rain is good. We want rain.
Yes.
In spring, there is a 18.3% chance that each day is raining. So that's for spring and fall. Summer
I got a
is
refill.
slightly different, in that it's less likely at the beginning of the season and more likely at the end of the season. So that's the mechanics of that is it's a base of 12% plus 0.3% for what the current day is. So on the 20th, it'll be 12% plus 6%, so 18% at that point. So that means
So you're telling me that when I go into the end of summer at a rain deficit all this time, it's like actually happens on purpose? It's not just the game making me sweat?
Yep, that is correct. More likely at the end of summer.
I feel cheated. All this time I've been like sweating. I'm like, oh, I only got one rain day on the 21st of summer, and then they all come in at the same time. It's like, the game just wants me to be afraid.
Rain is one of the mechanics in the game that you can manipulate by taking a specific number of steps the day before. Because of how the RNG for that gets initialized, the number of steps that you take is part of that. Which means that if you know what your game set is and you know how many steps you've taken, you can
Okay, you get the last one. I'm gonna water.
you can take a specific amount of steps and get results of RNG that you want. But since here we don't know what the game set is, we haven't been tracking steps. We don't get to take advantage of that.
Also, we have a little less control over steps in 1.5 anyway, because crouching doesn't affect it still affects your step count, yeah?
Yeah, walking with shift held down, so instead of running, walking will increment steps. We are on 1.4.
Rating.
It would.
Sorry, listening for that sound cue, even during conversation, is kind of essential.
Alright, so now we have a harvest day. So
Yeah,
the
gotta get that kale.
kale is all grown up, and this will be thrown into the shipping bin as one of the few times that the shipping bin is actually utilised in order to get our money. Most of the time we'll be selling crops directly to peers, which gives you the same amount of gold and you get it immediately, which is very handy.
Oh, we got 2 gold kale. Nice. We got a moral. I'm just gonna sell the moral while I'm here. Why not?
Yeah, you're either
We're already
getting
using the
overnight
bin.
cutscene. Yeah. So this is a day that
It's a gift day for me.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead and get your wood in stuff.
Yeah, so Shane requires a few extra gift days in order to make the friendship route work.
Yeah.
So,
So the reason for that is because Shane is one of the most developed characters in the game. He has a lot of personal growth that's expressed in his storyline, and we see none of it. We do none of his friendship events. We avoid them at all costs, and that involves giving him a few more gifts.
You may briefly see some dialogue as Red clicks through it.
Yeah, he hates me right now. We're not tight.
Who are you? Here, take this gift. In the single-player run for Shane,
I'm on the way back, by the way.
we utilize the spring dance, is it the flower festival?
Yeah, the spring festival.
Because
Sorry, the flower festival.
Oh, you're already in bed. Not spring festival. The flower dance is spring 23rd ish.
24th.
24th. Okay, yeah.
Spring 24th. Because if you're able
Imagine
to
knowing
dance
what
with
I'm
a
doing.
partner on spring 24th at the dance, that gives you a whole heart with a character, which for this kind of speed run, it's huge. Shane is one of the few characters that you can get to dance with you in the first year. You can't get Maru to dance with you. So for this run, since we're doing Shane and Maru, we skip out on that festival and get friendship. Yeah, get friendship otherwise.
We got 34, so we can get quite a few in, actually.
Yeah, strawberry seeds cost 100 G each.
So we got 34.
Yeah. And give me all the sap. There we go. Love this. Alright.
So in this run, you have days pretty much fall into one of two categories. You either have a time gate or you don't have a time gate. So today is an example of a time gate. It's the 13th. It is the, I think this one is the Spring Festival, which the runners will be attending in order to buy some strawberry seeds. You cannot access the festival until 9 o'clock. So that means that any time up until 9, you can do basically whatever you want instead of entering town. And then as soon as 9 o'clock hits, we try to get to the festival, get what we need to do done, and then you've got no time gap for the rest of the day. You get the rest of your chores done, plant your strawberry seeds, and
Wow.
go to bed.
No forage.
Yeah, I've got nothing as well.
That is some bad RNG.
Yeah. Okay, we may struggle a little bit with Shane gifts. I'm going to the bus stop now. That's usually we get like a dozen items by this point. Oh my goodness.
I have 2 leek. Plenty.
Hopefully the farm will save you.
Not gonna be able to. Oh yeah, I'll be able to make it there on the 20th. But oh, we're getting some daffodils and stuff over here, and a leek. Okay.
So now would be a good time to talk about how the friendship in this game actually works. So on the social page for your farmer, you see the list of all your friendships, and it's represented by hearts. So if someone is dateable, you see 8 hearts available, 2 hearts blacked out, 10 hearts in total. Each heart is representative of 250 friendship points. So a maximum of 10 hearts is 2,500 friendship points.
And that was the Spring Festival.
Did anyone get the straw hat?
That was.
Nope. All right.
Arrive, buy strawberries, leave.
Yes.
So each character in the game has preferences of gifts that they like. So we mainly focus on liked gifts and preferably loved gifts. So a liked gift will give you 45 points, a loved gift will give you 80 points. This is affected by the quality of the gift. So you may have noticed before how Rad put down fertilizer for the strawberries. This is to try to get the best quality strawberries that we can, which will really accelerate the friendship with them. And the same will happen in summer when we grow hot peppers for Shane. Giving a gift on a character's birthday really accelerates the friendship game. Whatever gift you give on the birthday, whatever gift you give on the birthday is multiplied by 8. So a love gift, a golden loved gift on the birthday is 800 points, which is fairly significant. That's 3 hearts. That's 30% of the way to the goal of getting 2,500 points.
Oh, wait. Okay, you got both the calling. Good job, Britt. Thank you. I'll try and be more mindful of them.
No,
You're sleeping off the
I
bed.
just figured while you were topping up.
Nah, you good.
We have Shane's birthday coming up in a few days on the 20th.
Yes, and that's where we're gonna get our first love gift. So one of the great things about Shane is he loves beer, and yeah, it's one of the main things about his story. He basically recovers from alcoholism and turns his life around and starts raising chickens. Some spoilers. We don't care about that. We love that he loves beer. We actually enable him a little bit because it allows us to get to friendship really quickly. So we're gonna, in a couple days, we're going to forage as much as we can and just buy a bunch of beer for him.
5 to be exact.
If we can manage it. Goodness. We are tight on forage. We're gonna have to forage up a storm on the what's it called? 20th.
Yeah, unfortunately, by the 20th, the strawberries aren't ready, so the only exit to money we have is what we can find lying around on the map that no one else seems to pick up, or if it's in their way, they destroy it as they walk through it.
Yeah, we had I could have made the choice to. I gotta refill. I could have made the choice to not buy 34 strawberries. We don't actually need that much, but it'll really help our economy later if we could just not worry about that so much.
Yeah, generally, the more strawberries, the better, because they're also money going into summer.
Yep.
So what are we with the 19th now? Cool. Yeah, so strawberries are a multi-harvest crop. They take 8 days to grow for the first harvest and then 4 days after that. So we've timed it so that these strawberries will be ready on the 23rd of spring, which is the first day that we need strawberries to gift Murray. Unfortunately, there's no way to get money out of strawberries by the 20th, which is why we have to rely on foraging.
Yeah, and we can't miracle grow them with this run. At least not. All right. It's birthday time.
So this day is probably the longest that you're going to see these characters stay up to, excluding the 10 o'clock return to the farm on the festivals. Because as mentioned before, Reward Draw will be buying 5 beers, hopefully 5 beers for Shane.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. And he buys that from the saloon, from Gus's. And he opens at 12. Which means that today is a lot of running around, waiting for Gus to open, buy these beers, and then run back home.
Let's go around this way, see if we find something different. Nothing.
I have
Moral.
a lot of leek.
Leaks are fine. We love leaks. We end up with more of them than anything else, but whatever.
Leek is one of the rarer spring forage crops that you can get. It's worth the most at 60G each.
I don't think that with the amount that I have right now.
Yeah, I always end up short on daffodils, but I think that might just be because of where I forage.
Yeah, daffodils are only at the bus stop or the town.
I am not having a good time with this forage. You would not think that we had a forest farm.
We might have to do some quick rerouting to account for less beers and good luck.
Yeah.
We always get excess peppers anyway, so hopefully that will help. But it just means we're going to be short on gifts early on.
See how the numbers tweak as we go.
Okay, my first dandelion. What's up, Willie?
Ideally, you get sets of so there's 4 spring forage crops. There's a daffodil, dandelion, horseradish, and leek. If you manage to get 1 of each of them, you can craft 10 wild seeds for spring if you have enough foraging level, which the runners have been chopping down a lot of trees and picking up a lot of forage, so they have enough foraging level to craft them. So consuming 1 of each of the forage for 10 seed packets is a net gain of money. So ideally we get as many sets as we can, craft them together, and then get some extra money that way.
Oh, we struggling today though.
What are you missing? I have 4 daffodil, 2 horseradish, and 7 leek.
I have 1 leek, 2 horseradish, 3 dandy, 4 daff.
What does the beach look like? You can always forage the beach and sell directly to Willie. Though it is a Saturday, so I don't think he's there. Never mind.
He's over in the fish. He's over fishing in the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason why we don't do that in the run.
I don't remember foraging beach.
Okay, I've got some more daffodils. All daffodils. Oops, all daffodils. All right.
When you complaining about not having enough before?
Yeah, last run I was like, every run I seem to never get daffodils, and now I just got 9 of them. All right,
nice.
cool. All right.
I'm at PS.
All right, I'm coming.
So one of the reasons why...
Okay, you're gonna need to make them.
What?
I'm giving them to you. I don't have the forward skill.
Oh, okay, cool. I guess I'll make them then. Can you take the sap?
Yeah, okay.
I need the dandelions before I can start making it.
So now we have a bit of
I'm
chaos.
tossing you dandelions.
There we go.
One of the joys of online multiplayer in this game.
Do you have any more horseradish?
Here. I'm tossing you things. Just pick them up when you get them.
There we go. I am.
So 30
no
seed
more
packets.
Dandelions?
No more dandelions. Toss me the
Give
seed
me
packs.
everything.
I'm giving you
What's
everything.
our money
Just
looking
keep
like?
dropping
It's
things.
everything? Okay. Alright, that's it then.
Okay, cool. Alright.
Cool. Done.
Yeah, I skipped forward to do all of the stuff in Spring Festival, so.
Oh!
Oh
Selling
no!
the sap. Heck it. We're getting 5 beers.
Well
Nice. So there's not going to be
Not happy
any,
about selling the sap.
any adjustments to the friendship route, but there might be a struggle to get some gold peppers later.
Yeah,
But-
we're gonna rely on what's it called?
That's a
Okay,
problem
I
for
saw
20 minutes
Shane.
from now.
Yeah, that's a problem for future me, and future me doesn't like past me anyway. So, oh no, get back here.
So you may wonder why
Beer,
these...
I love you. Drink beer in the store. In the store. Yep. Okay, cool. All right.
You may
now we're out.
wonder why one of the default actions that the runners do when there's time available is to cut down trees. The reason for that is that the runners need quite a lot of wood, because the requirements for marriage in this game is you need to get to 10 hearts with a character. You need to buy a mermaid's
All right,
pendant
go sleep.
on a rainy day for 5,000 gold each, and each farmer needs to have an upgraded house, which takes 450 wood each and 10,000 gold each.
And then we need an extra 300 wood to get that mermaid's pendant.
Yeah.
Now I get the wild seeds.
So that was Shane's birthday. Waterjaw gave a love gift to Shane. Regular quality love gift. Unfortunately, we don't have access to golden quality for Shane at this point. But that has skyrocketed Shane's friendship. Now it's sitting just over 3 hearts, while Brit has not even met Murray yet.
That's happening soon, though. I promise. And then you're gonna see why we run Shane and Maru, basically.
Yeah, now's a good time to talk about the schedules for each character.
Yeah, so Shane is the easiest to schedule around because he wakes up Monday through Friday and gets out of bed at like 7 and walks out the house at 7:20. He's the first person out of the house of like everyone, basically. I think Penny gets close, but only on certain days. And then Maru gets out of the house at about 7:50, but only on Tuesday and Thursday. Fortunately, we only need to gift twice a week. In fact, we can only gift twice a week. So we only need 2 good days. And it just so happens that Maru is one of the earliest out of the house outside of Shane, and she gets out 2 days a week, and we just plan around those 2 days being our gift days in the summer.
Yeah, but before Shane was added as a dateable character, Maru was the fastest. But since Shane is so close to the farm, since he gets out of the house so early, and you have access to a love gift on his birthday,
Strawberries in there.
and easy to grow love gifts, he is the king for the single player run.
Yep.
So the cauliflowers are almost ready to be harvested. Remembering that
Yeah, we're gonna get those in.
each one will be harvested on a specific day in order to guarantee gold quality.
Come out, I love you. There we go.
Here, take this. I love
Drink
you. Bye.
beer. Yep. That's about the extent of our social interaction in this game. We skip through everything that the character says because we don't like listening to our significant others. Not in Stardew. We just want them to accept our gifts and then basically convert friendship tokens into marriage.
That's how it works in real life,
like
right?
a healthy, normal relationship. All right, I'm going speed. Oh wait, I'm in ahead of you now. Yeah, there's a moral.
So Britt has now.
Where were you 3 days ago?
Yay.
So at this point, rain on any Tuesday or Thursday is bad.
Yes. Because of Maru's schedule, she'll leave the house at 7:50 on any Tuesday and Thursday, unless it's raining. If it's raining, I've entered the farm, by the way.
Okay.
If it's raining, she'll stay in her room all day.
I'll pick that up later.
Until
Let me up.
Fine.
All right. I got stuck on things I couldn't see because they were behind a tree. Whoops. All right, sleep day. Oh, so we can only get 2 crops out of if we had Miracle Grow, we get 3 crops out of these strawberries, but we don't. So we get basically 3 skippable days, and we're going to take one now. And the reason that we sleep early, basically, instead of getting our 2 crops in ahead of time, is we really want those rain days. Because a rain day means that we get to sleep an extra day, basically, and just skip all of the watering process.
Yep.
We have not gotten any of those rain days we fished for. Yeah. Yeah, we value sleep. Restful sleep is tops.
So we've got another gift day here. It's Thursday, and it's not raining.
Good. We love to
which we
see
love
it.
to see.
Yeah,
And those
don't touch the collie.
well.
Yeah, collies are ready.
colors are ready, but we don't harvest them today. The left one gets harvested tomorrow. The one up top gets harvested in 2 days. A nice bit of RNG minute there to make sure we get gold quality ones. There is an idea I've been working on to sort of do an extended crop minute because every tile is basically related to each other with the quality that it's going to get. So once you know where a gold tile is, you can strategically plant crops in other tiles in specific tiles in order to get more specific results. But that's still a work in progress.
It's also possible we could probably we could work on contingencies as well. Like if we don't get a parsnip that's gold, we can work on how we could find gold kale and relate it to subsequent crops, but that's kind of like that's for down the road as well.
Interestingly enough, there is a route in the works to do a 3-player speedrun of this. Yeah, where I'll be joining as the third player, and we will be. I'll be romancing Penny. Penny
Very
is
exciting.
Penny is a character that her schedule slots in reasonably well with these two. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
there's
she
not
gets
a fourth
good
character.
Thursdays. All right, I'm back.
Unfortunately, there's not a fourth character that slots in quite nicely in order to do a 4-player one. That would be
Yeah,
excellent.
we tried to make it work, but like you end up having to get some late game stuff basically. With Sebastian, Leah probably is the next, but she doesn't have a good schedule.
Yeah.
And I think her birthday was winter, wasn't it? There was one they were looking at whose birthday was too late.
I think that's Leah.
So today, one of these cauliflowers will be harvested.
That's gonna be the left one.
Correct.
Yeet. All right.
Gold. So the spot that cauliflower was in, it was moved from that original pasta.
It's drifting. It's like a glacier made of gold.
You've got like
It's invisible.
little gophers underneath the farm, just pushing like a big Rubik's Cube under there.
Yeah. Just invisible glacier gophers that live on the land. And push gold quality crops in every direction.
Mm-hmm. That needs to be
All right.
lore.
Your collie is in the chest.
Yep. I'll grab
Yes,
some
that's the lore. It's the gopher glaciers.
So now we're
And
on
then
the last day
28.
of spring.
Get our strawberry harvest.
And then we'll be into summer. Yeah, so that
Ooh.
extended crop minute
This one.
is routed in for the 3-player one, but we'll get to adjust it for the 2-player. Hopefully we'll be able to arrange a schedule to get that done sometime soon. Keep an eye out
All
for
right,
that.
sleep.
And that is
Yeah,
spring.
when we get the 3-player run going, goodness. All right, so now we're gonna do a mass clearing because we need to make the entire main section of the farm suitable for crops. Because we're just going to try and avoid doing as much work as possible. We're gonna lean in on the RNG, but we gotta work at that first. I'm putting all of the strawberries in the chest. Spit out what you need, what you don't need.
Yes. Okay. So I need about 14 strawberries.
Yep.
Yeah, just for safety.
14 strawberries in total. You've already gifted 2, so strictly speaking, you only need 12, but it's good to have contingency.
We get 2 extra because we like to be safe here.
Especially in a marathon
Let me
setting.
clear out a little. Exactly.
So there's no time
Wood
gate
does
on
not
this
wanna
day.
stick to me.
There's no shop to go buy things at. Well, there's a shop you can buy things at, but we don't do it today.
So the whole point of today is basically for just clearing the plot so we can have the radishes, but we're not going to have enough energy tomorrow to be able to do everything that we need to do. So we get a head start on clearing the land today for tomorrow, when we clean everything.
This is an aspect of the run that can be cleaned up. Ideally we don't do jobs on a day with no time gate.
Yeah.
But this is what we have
Yes.
now, so this is what you see.
All right, come to me. There we go. And you go
That
ahead and do
scarecrow
all
has
of
its
that.
work cut out for it.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, you can put this away for now. And I will help with the hoeing. I got the left side.
So there's going to be 2 crops that will go down. There's going to be peppers that's going to be growing for gifting to Shane. And then there's going to be a lot of radishes. The radishes are a crop that take 6 days to grow. Ideally, they don't need to be watered. Ideally, we get enough rain days so that the rain grows them for us. Because there's going to be
I'm exhausted.
there's going to be triple digit of radishes in the ground. That's a lot of water.
That's probably enough for now anyway. We can use the energy from tomorrow in order to get some more there. We just need to make sure we have enough. I'll get the strawberries in the bin the next day.
Yep, they're all sorted, so I've got what I need.
Cool.
And the reason why today is the day that the radishes are bought is because Maru comes out. It's one of the days that Maru goes to the clinic, so we have easy access to her for gifting.
Make all the fertilizer.
Each tilled spot on the farm has a 10% chance of untilling overnight. That's compared to 90% on a season transition. So it's not that difficult to just retill the ones that got untilled.
Alright, I gotta go give Shane, and I'll be right back. Gotta do some cleanup here later. Just a little bit late, but it's not deal-breaking.
Yeah, you've got other jobs to do today, so it's not the end of the world for that.
Yeah. And you only need to water the 35 north-westmost. And it should be good.
We're doing the extra 10 for safety?
Oh, it's 25. Never mind. We're probably good on money.
Okay.
We have a lot of extra strawberries.
For the single player route for Shane, the crops for watering and gifting and planting in summer is super optimized. So optimized that whole harvests are skipped in favor of in favor of time. The 2-player route isn't as optimized, so only a few days will be skipped there. So there's
Gonna leave a trail of fertilizer in my wake. Alright, go to buy shop.
fertilizer, which
Why not?
increases the quality of crops, or has a chance to increase quality of crops. So ideally they'll be under all the peppers. Because pepper is a multi-harvest crop, you get the fertilizer bonus every time you harvest.
Yep. I normally put all of the peppers in the top left corner, and then I deal with the rest. Just for freebie stuff. All right. And let's see. We're going to get 25 peppers and 150 radishes. Is what I have available to me. So.
You do not want to have to water those radishes by hand.
No. We do have precautions for that. Basically, if we don't get any rain days at all, we start watering on the 23rd. Every rain day we get extends or delays the start time by 1 day.
Alright, do you want to give me the radishes and I'll plant those? And there's more
there you go.
sap in the
Yeah.
chest.
Of the top left corner.
I can't quite remember the math off the top of my head about how many rain days you're expected to get. I'm sure someone in chat will be able to have those numbers.
Cool. I'm gonna just cut an extra tree while I wait.
There's a lot for To be
You know
a
when you're done, Rick?
competitive time for the world record in single player for this, there's actually a fair bit that relies on RNG, mainly the rain, how the rain occurs. I think in the current world record for it,
Alright, done.
it uses an additional YOLO strat, which is the billboards, that help wanted board in town.
Yeah, Billboard YOLO is why I would just not. I'm not a contender in that race. Basically, I just don't bother.
Because there's a...
You can explain the Billboard. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I think there's a... If I remember correctly off the top of my head, there's a 40% chance that you get a help wanted quest. That who you get is based on who you currently know. So beginning of the game, you hardly know anyone. So you, if you get it, you're almost guaranteed to get it for who you need to be, i.e. Shane. And then you also need to hit a good roll to get an item that you have access to, because there's a lot of fish that can be in the list, and you don't really have access to. You don't have quick access to fish. But if you manage to get a quest and fulfill it, that is 150 friendship points. That is more points than a golden love gift. I believe it's more points than an iridium quality love gift as well. So it's a huge boost, and you can also do it on a day where you gift anyway. So if you get it, that's a huge boost to friendship.
Yeah, because you just get it in advance of the of Shane's birthday.
Yeah. I have a seeded version of Marriage, where you play on a specific seed, and because the billboard is tied in to the seed, that is something that you can manipulate. And I think on that I have about 8 quests I fulfill, which is a
nice.
Yeah, that's a huge, it's a huge boost.
Alright, I get to cut some extra trees down. I just love planting seeds over here because they can turn into trees that I just have ready access to later. But it's not necessary.
Britt here is about to get a question from Maru. It's some unique dialogue that happens on Thursdays in summer. This question, if she answers it correctly, will give bonus friendship points. Those bonus friendship points are critical for Maru's birthday, which is coming up in a few days. Because right now, with the points gained from answering that question, Britt now has 2 hearts worth of points with Maru, which means that Britt can enter Maru's bedroom.
Alright, I'm back in the
Almost
farm.
back. There we go.
Because Maru hangs out in her bedroom for, I think, till the afternoon on her birthday. So if you don't have those points...
Yeah, sorry, it's until, I think, 12, usually, and then 10 on a rain day, or the other way around, I can't remember which one.
Yeah. Britt, this is a
because we
sleep
have
day.
access to a room. Yeah.
Just remind you
because we
because
have
we did
access
get
to a
rain.
room, then that's fine. Oh, good, thank you.
If there was rain on that Thursday the 4th of summer, if there was rain, you would not get that question, and you would not have enough friendship points for her birthday. Rain on the 4th of summer is the most devastating day to get rain on in this run. Fortunately, we didn't get it.
Sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll fill up tomorrow.
Some very nice
I
animation.
actually don't need to
going
fill
on
up.
there.
I did it on my gift day. So we should only need to fill up every 3 days.
Kind of about. If we split it in half exactly.
Yeah, watering can holds 40 waters. You've got 35 crops. You've got 2 watering cans.
I got the left half. Alright.
Yeah, that works out.
Where are you on wood?
Tell you in a second.
Okay. I got 277.
Okay.
We're dealing with
I've got-
long load times, by the way, because my connection sucks.
This coming Tuesday.
5:04.
Okay, we're good. All right, water behind me.
Harvest water.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
This coming Tuesday is one of the only Tuesdays that we skip the gifting. That is because on Wednesday we have Maru's birthday. So you can
Alright, I'll refill.
you can only gift 2 items a week. The exception is that you can always gift on a birthday. But gifting on a birthday also counts towards those 2 gifts a week. Which means if you've gifted twice for a birthday, you can gift 3 in a week. But if the birthday is too early, then you don't get the extra gift. So you could technically gift Maru on Monday and Tuesday, and Wednesday, which is the birthday. But this week is also the luau on Thursday. And we attend the luau because it's a big boost of points. And it also means you can gift on the day of the luau as well. So hence, there's no gifting done on Tuesday. So today is Maru's birthday. We have a strat that has been experimented with starting from yesterday, I think it was.
Yes. Make sure you get the chair, Britt.
I'll remember the chair.
Good.
What?
This is a brand new, never before seen. Is that the title thing? Strategy.
So 1.5
Where
gave you the ability to move a lot of furniture around and put more furniture in more places. Furniture is one of the items that NPCs will not destroy when they walk through. Instead, they'll just stare at it for a bit, they'll act all confused, and then they'll realise that they're late, they've got somewhere to be, and they'll rush through it. And for the rest of the map that they're in, they'll be racing to the next destination. So, as well as the strawberry that Britt is going to give to Maru today, she's also going to give her another gift, which is a chair right beside her bed. That means that every Tuesday and Thursday from now on that she comes out, that Maru comes out, that's 4 seconds saved. She leaves the front door 4 seconds earlier.
we love saving those frames.
Unfortunately, Shane's walk is a lot shorter. You don't get the same benefit for Shane. It would take too long to establish the chair than what you'd save. But for Maru, you're in her room anyway on your birthday, so you just take the chair with you and place it down.
Well, wood does not want to stick to me right now.
One of the joys of hyping.
Yep. I get to play with the garbage connection, and that actually materially affects the run in 2 ways. One is bad and one is good. One is that the wood doesn't want to stick to me. It doesn't want to snap to me because it doesn't recognize, like, the item entity just doesn't recognize me as being near it. The other thing is that sometimes it doesn't recognize that it's been destroyed, and it accidentally destroys itself twice, producing twice as much product. So I can get 20 wood and like 10 sap out of a tree, which is neat. It's what happened here. It's not intended, and it's not, like, it can't be illegal because there's no way to police it. It's just not something in my control. But it does affect the rate of resource gathering, both for and against. There we go, just a second explosion right there. And there we go. Didn't want to snap to me. You heading back?
Yes.
The chair has been
I
placed.
got one more tree.
Chair has been placed. There's usually an event that happens there, but I'm not too sure why it didn't trigger. But we'll probably trigger it later when we enter her house another time.
Alright, I'm going to sleep. Probably could have got one more tree in, but we're good on wood. We used to have a little bit of a wood struggle back when we had the chest sleep strat because it would cut out so much of our time. But now I just replace that time that I don't have chest sleep with wood. So we're just vibing. It's all good.
So Rapier mentioned chest sleep. That is going to be a demonstration after this run.
Yeah, if we got the time. And we should have the time. We're doing really good this run.
I think the only thing that's letting us down right now is just the lack of rain days. But hopefully we'll have
True.
those made up for at the back end of summer, like you guys said, with the increased rain days.
All right, go cut down some trees.
So today we have the luau. This is the culmination of the RNG minute that we were doing back in spring to get the gold cauliflowers.
You got your collie right, Britt?
I have my
Snap to
collie.
me,
You got your collie?
please. Thank you.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got my
Yeah,
collie.
that was that double explosion that Rad was talking about before because of the lag. So I just got double the amount of wood that I would have from that tree.
Yep, so did I, except it didn't want to snap to me, so I'm probably gonna be late to Shane now. Oh yeah, I'm super late. That's okay, it's okay. We're
Hey,
time gated
time
here
for a
anyway, so
final
it's not
run.
like I'm saving time.
So
Wow, how did you know that this was my favorite? I just love that my name is just this is lowercase a. Just why not?
How do you know it's my favorite?
Right.
Because your entire life is documented on the Stardew Valley wiki.
Shouts to the Stardew Valley wiki. I don't know who runs it, but it's definitely saved some runs. Yeah.
Just a quick little alt tab over to the wiki.
Yep. Just keep it on a window. Just like next to my Stardew Valley window.
I'm in the farm.
Why are you on the farm? We've got an event
Oh,
today.
sugar. Yeah, we're doing luau.
Yep. I
got
am
to
almost
find
at the luau. I'm
something.
gonna be slightly late.
I am very late. I'm very sorry.
Tisk. As long as you got your collie. And have you gifted Maru?
Yes. I
Okay,
did the
good.
important stuff. I just forgot to be
Good.
social at the town event.
Well, we're not really gonna be that social. We're gonna drop Gold Collie in the pot, and then we're gonna leave. Just talking to these people is, ugh.
We're gonna give.
We don't want
the
social interaction. We just want a husbando and a waifu. That's all.
You just talk to
We're
very
gonna give the governor the
specific
best
people
soup
on
they've ever had.
very
Yeah.
specific people on very specific days.
All right, Shane, talk to me. I love you. I don't love you enough to listen to what you're
Looked
saying.
away
now.
from you.
Yes, in order to get the best response from the luau in multiplayer, every character needs to put in the best quality item.
Yep.
Fortunately, we're able to RNG manipulate.
Yep. And there are like 4 eligible items that need to be gold star, and one of them is eligible crop, basically. So we take the one useful item. All right, the governor just starts crying and twerking in the club as he eats this delicious soup. Just literally shaking and crying right now. The mayor goes wild, everyone joins, they descend upon their prey, and then it's night. I'll just sleep in my bed. I didn't do bed strat. We're wasting time.
Screams.
At the end of every festival, you get sent back to your own cabin. Up until now, Rad
Yeah.
has been sleeping in the main farmhouse.
Scandalous.
We have 2
Sleep.
extra rest days as well, yes?
Yep. One of them is a guaranteed rain day. The other is just to keep it synced up so we have a Thursday harvest.
Yeah, so the 13th and the 26th each summer will always be a storm day. Not just a rain day, a storm day.
And then on the 14th, I'm going to come back, and Britt is going to do basically all of the watering, because I will arrive right around the time that Britt is done. Especially since I don't have my scythe. Why do I have my hoe but not my scythe? Oh, that's right, I swapped it.
You see the radishes in the ground starting to grow from the rain. And hopefully you get some more.
Got them all? Right. Yeah, see, I was super useful that day.
Spent the whole day just walking. And for a
Yeah.
nice stroll.
The whole 20 minutes. We went for a 20-minute stroll, and then we were like, I'm done for the day. It's all right. Time for sleep.
going back to some more friendship mechanics. So I touched briefly on different on liked and loved gifts and policies of them. So a liked gift which gives 45 points, a loved gift which gives 80. A simple quality item will add 10%.
I got the rest.
To the points. Gold will add 25%, and iridium will add 50%. Another way of getting friendship points is just by simply talking to the character. Talking to a character will give you 20 points, assuming that they're not doing a unique animation, like Shane at work, or Haley with her camera. Every day that you...
Right, we have a gift day.
Oh, shoot, that's right. Oh, this is a bad day for rain. Oh, I hate it.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah, so if it wasn't raining, you'd have access tomorrow at 7:50, but now you've got to wait till 9.
Bummer.
How much
I don't
wood
like
do you
this.
have, by the way, Rob?
543.50.
I have 700.
Okay, we're good on wood. That's it.
Enough.
Yeah, we need 1,200.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we can just prioritize like foraging and stuff at the moment.
Yeah, we'll do some forage. That way we make sure that we have enough money. Just
Because we're
for
trying to get
security's
it anyway,
sake.
it's probably for the best, yeah.
Yeah.
Better than just waiting at the front of Maru's door.
Love me.
School ration.
Standing out in the rain, holding a pepper over my head.
Same, but strawberry.
I want strawberries. I mean, I'm a spice person, but like, I kind of just want the strawberries right now. I want something sweet. All right, I'm gonna go forage off to the west. See if I get anything.
I don't have a pepper.
You might have
I might have
picked it
missed
up.
one.
That would
It
have
might
been
like hovering around you.
yeah. That one would have been a bonus pepper that you got on the harvest.
Ooh, nice.
That would have been just magnetized to Brit.
I'll pop it in the chest once I head back.
If this was single player, what Brit is doing now would pause time.
Yes.
Every time a dialogue like that, like it's locked is up, would pause the timer in the top right. But since this is multiplayer, time always goes unless paused. Going back to friendship and talking. So every time that you talk to a character, you get 20 points. Every day that you don't talk to a character, you lose 2 points. So, yeah, so you lose 2 points there. If you have gifted a character 2 times in 1 week, and as of 1.5, this includes a third gift for the birthday. Prior to 1.5, it was exactly 2 gifts. So if you've gifted at least 2 gifts in a week, you will get a bonus 10 friendship points on Sunday morning. So the runners here are going out gifting 2 times a week and talking. It's critical that they also talk. Just giving a gift doesn't trigger the talk. Well, you got some radishes growing.
Okay. Yeah, we got some
yeah,
growing
we have
radishes.
to water these now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of those super rare events that can occasionally happen. It's essentially a time waste for us.
If you're playing casually, it's awesome.
Yeah, if you're playing casually, it's like free crop growth. For us, it means some random radishes that we just got to sit through the event, basically.
We also lost a pepper plant due to the lightning storm.
Oh, love it. Love to see it.
As I was heading back into the house, you could see that the lightning struck that plant.
Hate it.
So that's fun.
Why haven't you built a lightning rod?
That's literally the first time I've been running Shane percent for like most of a year now. I think I started running it in May or something like that. This is the first time lightning has ever struck my farms, casual or speed running.
I'm
Actually annoyed at that.
The other reason why you haven't built a
Okay.
lightning rod is that you don't have access to the materials for it.
Alright, Water behind me.
And you're not spending 10k at the community centre either to get the lightning rod for that reward.
I need that 10k to upgrade our house.
Oh, gift day.
Yes, it is gift day. Oh my gosh, you psyched me out for a second.
Nice call. Oh yeah, so if you gift at least 2 times a week, you get the 10 points on the Sunday morning. Since the runners are going out and gifting 2 times a week and talking to them at the same time, that is 5 days that the NPCs aren't being talked to. So that's 10 points that are lost. So you lose 10 points a week, but you get those 10 points back by gifting twice a week.
The eternal struggle.
That 2-point decay, that accelerates once you're dating the NPC, once you've given them a bouquet. So instead of losing 2 points a day, you lose 10 points a day. So ideally we have the least amount of time possible with dating before you propose.
Yeah, ideally we date for like maybe a week. And then we get married. You know, as people do.
I should think it's 2 days. 2 days later you propose.
Ideally. We that's RNG dependent as well.
Yes, at the farm.
Okay. I'm gonna be a little bit behind you.
That's okay.
I decided to greed on the forage, so.
The cat has finally got some water.
I need that to survive.
Survival. Alright, let's go.
The decay for a character when you are married is 20 points a day. But we don't care about that. We just want to get married, we don't care about partners once married.
We're doing the 19th day for sleep, yeah, not the 21st this time.
Yes. Sleep. So we've only gotten 2 rain days, so we're gonna start watering on the 25th unless we start seeing some more.
Yeah, that's some unfortunate RNG there.
Yeah.
There's a few more days of watering and sleeping. And finally you oiled the watering machine there.
Sorry.
Don't apologise. The music in this game is good.
Yeah, the music when it plays is fantastic. Do not apologize for vibing.
I-
I've been vibing this whole run. I know I haven't said very much. I've just been big chilling and just enjoying it.
Heck yeah. The song that's playing today, actually, I charted for a rhythm game called Spin Rhythm XD. And it's a really fun chart. Uses some pretty unique mechanics. And it was for Brit's birthday. Is why I charted it.
It's such a good gift. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Amber,
No
have
rain,
you seen
okay.
any good questions in chat that would be good to have answered?
Let me quick look. In the not alt tab to the
Same.
wrong things.
Right.
So I've been seeing a bunch of questions about what farm you're on, how you do the animation canceling,
Okay.
what kind of other categories are available in this game, stuff like
Oh, yeah.
that. So if you could just talk a little bit about
Yeah,
that.
there's some good questions there. So we'll start with the farm. We're on the forest farm. The reason why the forest farm is chosen is because it's one of the few farms that you can get a forage on the farm. So over on the left of the farm and on any of the grass that you see between the farmable tiles, you can get forage on. you would have seen, like in spring, you would have seen morels and leeks and horseradishes and that. There's been some spice berries I saw in summer.
This is a gift egg.
Yes.
So that's just a good source
Buy an
of
extra.
extra money that you can get just for choosing this farm. In the single player category for this, another reason why you choose the forest farm is that one of the cabins that spawns when set to separate is near the bottom exit of the farm. So that makes accessing,
Right where I am now, actually.
that makes accessing Shane a lot easier. Animation cancelling. So that's a hard-coded key combination within the game code. Bit of trivia around that, it was originally added to help players get out of a fishing rod bug that was present in the game since release, which
That was
has
a hard
been
lock.
which has been fixed as of the latest patch of 1.5.
Nice. But we get to keep animation canceling, right?
Yeah.
Like that hasn't been removed. Okay, cool.
And animation cancelling isn't going. So it was originally added for that purpose, to get out of a animation lock. But Concerned8 has seen the application of it within speedruns and within challenge runs, and he likes the application of it, so he's decided to leave it in. Even though the bug has been fixed, he decided to leave it in. To actually perform it, it's a key combination, which is...
Thanks, Cramps.
It's a key combination which is right shift,
Okay. Right
delete, and R. So if you had a computer and you looked down at your keyboard, you might see that those are quite separate on your keyboard, quite hard to hit all those at the same time, while also pressing left click on your
Right
mouse.
on there.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
Oh, okay. Do you need a hand?
No, I'm good. I just couldn't see what I was doing.
Oh, okay. You're alright.
Welcome back. So in order to make that key combination easier, a lot of people have rebinded the keys. So myself, because we have a rule within within speedrunning that one key has to be one input. So for myself, I have a mouse button on my farm being, I think that one is right shift. I have my
Will you
left
start watering from today
control
or tomorrow?
No,
to be
tomorrow.
R, and I have my space bar to be delete. So I also get the benefit of being able to delete items from my
watering,
inventory when I pick them up. So pick up an item, hit
As for
space
me-
bar, delete it right away. The reason why
Yeah.
I've done
As for me,
control
I have mine.
to be right shift
Sorry, go
instead of the left shift is because left shift also has the benefit of buying things in lots of 5 from when buying seeds from peers and when buying things from shops, and also when crafting it crafts things in sets of 5. So the key combination again is right shift, delete, and R.
Okay, now we gotta water everything.
It begins.
Yep. All right, and so I'll talk about my animation keybinds while I'm doing this. So I actually had to change mine between my single player runs and my multiplayer runs because of a change in peripherals and hardware that made my old keybinds not compatible for some reason. I was using X mouse button something or other, and it just it accepted my super old mouse for what it was, and said, all right, here's your janky keybinds. And so I was able to bind R and delete to my mouse button 4 and 5, and then I swapped left and right shift. And so I would just hold shift, basically. I gotta go gift.
Yep, you're good.
Unfortunately, that does mean that you lose the buying in 5.
Yeah, so I would just spam left and right click alternately. Now I have a new mouse that has an actual native button remapper, and I use mouse buttons 4 and 5 for right shift and delete, and I just hold R. Bert, what do you use?
I use my my extra buttons on my keyboard and the extra button on my mouse. I don't know of a way to sort of like rebind any other way. Ooh, I've missed her.
Okay, I can catch up to her though. I'll just keep watering.
That's
Yeah.
Thrown off because of the chair.
For rebinding, I use auto hotkey. Just got just a simple script that runs. To do
Oh,
the
that's
remapping.
good.
I use 2 external keys or extra keys on my keyboard and then 1 extra key on my mouse. So I just have them mapped to the same buttons that you would for.
Alright, we can sleep. I think we're done with radishes. Yep.
Now, there was one more question there about other categories that can be run. So, of course, right now you're looking at marriage. Other categories that we have, there's a couple that are just for the mines. So one of them is how fast can you get to floor 50 in the mines? And there's another one, how fast can you get to floor 120 in the mines?
Okay, sleep.
Single player marriage and mines are probably the best runs to introduce to the game with. Other categories we have is to do with the community centre or JoJo Mart. So another good introductory category would be
Yes!
the craft room.
Yes.
That's the first room that unlocks in the community centre. So
That was a saving rain day.
Oh, you got rain, nice.
Actually. Yeah.
So you have each individual room is its own separate category. And then you also have a category for completing the complete community centre. There's another category for completing the JoJo warehouse. And then there's additional categories for completing the missing bundle and for completing the JoJo overhead. The rule set that is being run right now is currently called Glitchless. There's going to be a, hopefully quite soon, there's going to be a rebranding of some of these categories, just to make the names a bit easier to manage.
We've resulted in some sort of fractal division. I think there's what, like 50 different, like all the subdivisions and everything like that. Alright, sleep.
And other like glitch levels, you've got full-on glitches, which allows things like putting an item ID in your name and in your favorite items, so that whenever your name is said, you get the items that correspond to those IDs in your names. And that you can also actually set flags. You can set friendship with someone. So there's a glitch Harvey run, which is very quick, and that involves basically having a command, having your name being a command to set your friendship with Harvey to the maximum. You give yourself a mermaid's pendant, and then you basically blow yourself up in your farmhouse in order to be transferred to the clinic where you can talk to Harvey right away and propose to him.
Britt, can I ask that you take the rest of the forage stuff so that you may
Oh yes.
on the fourth. And then you can sell it when you do.
There's 2 hot peppers in there. Do you need those or no?
I'll grab them. We can do some item optimization on the 4th because we don't need resources.
Now, for all that talking, I missed that we're now into fall.
Yes.
So fall is
Late game.
Yep, fall is the last season that you'll be seeing. Hopefully, depending on the rain RNG.
Hopefully.
Oh, don't say that.
I don't want to test the RNG gods on this one, but Britt just recently had a run where they didn't get any rain after reaching marriageable levels, and then just slept through the entire winter in order to complete the run.
It was a whole thing.
Yep, it can happen.
I think my last rain day was like the 12th? 13th or 12th?
Yeah, something like that. Alright, I'm going to do some moving around of stuff.
Alright, I did excess foraging right.
No, you're fine. Just,
oh no, I'm not supposed to be here yet.
Okay, I'm going to sleep.
You'd hit that cutscene eventually anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the
You
time
usually
losses
get it.
of 1.5. An extra cutscene that you've got to skip.
Yeah, you usually get that cutscene when you're getting bouquets, which is not today.
Alright, just grab all the excess forage items and I'll make sure to get you some pepper poppers on the 4th.
right now, both runners have 8 hearts with their respective. I can't. I was trying to think of a clever word, but I can't. Of their
8 hearts.
Partners, significant others.
I'm going for a word that's like your like you're chasing.
Our boos and bows.
Oh,
Our prey.
Stalkies.
Yeah.
Prey is a good one.
So the Stockholm syndromed them into having 8 hearts.
Despite almost no social interaction.
But they are still giving gifts without bouqueting. So when you give a bouquet, that unlocks the last 2 hearts in order to get you up to 10 hearts. When you hit max hearts with someone, so that is 8 hearts on a dateable character that you aren't currently dating, or 10 hearts with anyone else, your friendship decay stops.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you 1 sec. Seizure warning for people who can't handle flashing lights. All right, you may resume. It's gonna happen on mine as well, but yeah, just if you can't handle flashing lights, look away for like 10 seconds. I'll let you know when it comes up on mine, because I'm stuck.
Yeah, one of the benefits of going female on the character creation is the extra money you get at this point. You'll get an extra 500 once you've actually sold your.
Okay,
your
seizure
crops.
warning. Yeah.
So the runners are at 8 hearts, but they're still gifting before giving a bouquet to unlock the last 2.
Okay, no extra pepper poppers. Sorry, Britt. You're gonna have to make it on your own.
The reason they can do that is that the internal friendship value stops at 1 point prior to the next heart level, which means that we can keep on gifting up until 2,249 points before needing to give a bouquet. When the bouquet is given, which is coming up on next Tuesday, the 9th, Brit will be at 2249, assuming that that the rail's been followed, as in the quality of gifts. I haven't actually been paying attention to that. And rewarder draw will be at 2244. So Brit is at the max and Red is right next to the max.
Okay.
Hey,
Then
you got all the extra forward stuff, right?
Yeah.
Then they'll give the bouquet to unlock the last few hearts, and in a couple of days after that, be at max hearts.
Who's shuffling? Every day I'm shuffling. All right, I'll let you go in first so we don't accidentally.
Yes, we don't want to have
There
that wrong warp that happened last time. That was fun.
Yeah, that was All right.
Yeah, but back on 1.5, that was discovered yesterday, or a different version of it that was discovered yesterday.
I've got 2 bouquets. One
Okay,
for you.
drop one for me. Where are we on gold? 29,057. All right.
Checking the mail in the morning for both of you should get you your last 1,000.
Yeah.
House? You want to upgrade your house today? One
I
of
thought there was something that I forgot.
one of the requirements for being able to purchase the Mermaid Pendant and to propose is to have an upgraded house.
Yep. So I'm actually gonna just check my mail on the 7th or 9th because I'm gonna be teleported. Upgrade cabin. Yeah, I'm gonna be teleported once my new house is built.
Oh, you had enough wood to upgrade your house as is?
Yeah.
Wow, we really did get too much.
Well, I mean, the reason that I didn't last time was because I just used the extra time I had to build a bridge. You're gonna build a bridge this time, or give me the wood,
Okay, so
one
I've
way
got
or
the-
another.
I've got the 300, so I can just build it. I'll head down because by the time Mario comes out on a rainy day, I'm better off just being at the beach early. Better. Oh, I've got the Demetrius cutscene.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna let you have the last pepper popper.
Alright, cool.
It's in the thing. And I am just gonna vibe out in the bed. Yo, this might be a new world record, actually, even without chest sleep.
I don't know how fast we are. I'm too scared to check.
I'm probably a little delayed, but I'm looking at the GDQ channel right now, and we're an hour and 22 minutes in. So we have another like 15 minutes to get to marriageable percent, basically.
You know what, Rad? I was like this yesterday when I did my solo run, and I had to sleep through winter. So let's not jinx
Okay,
ourselves.
well, let's not speak that ill into the world, all right?
I'm just saying.
All right, sleep a lot. We get to sleep for like, we just take a 5-day depression nap here because our next gift day isn't until the 9th, and we don't have any crops to grow.
Did you do the clinic event, Britt?
No.
Okay, I can do that on Tuesday.
I'll just like meet her at.
Yep. Yes, that's another source of friendship points. So we mentioned back in summer, there was that question that Murray asked, that choosing the right answer gives you friendship points.
Yeah.
Each
In that case, Britt, can you just leave the wood behind, and that way I can do, because you're gonna have to wait a little longer. I can do the bridge.
I mean, I can just do bridge and then meet her just before.
I'm gonna want bridge
do it
done
that way?
as quickly as possible for
Oh,
mine
right, yeah,
because I
you're
want
gonna
to
need a
catch up
meeting
with Shane.
before.
Yeah.
Right, that's fine.
So
then.
go ahead and just leave the wood in the chest on the 9th.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So each NPC has a number of different heart events that trigger at different heart levels in different locations, and quite a lot of those have questions within the event that will either give or take away friendship points depending on the answer that you give. Penny has one that pretty much zeroes your friendship with her. So
Yep. If you tell her to tell the truth, I think, or no, you tell the truth to her about not really feeling the same way about her or something like that, then you lose like 5,000 friendship points or something ridiculous like that.
I would still like to,
That's wild.
try it out.
yeah, so yeah, don't
Yeah.
choose that option.
Experience the bad.
Oh,
No.
It's a rain day now.
Too soon. Seizure warning.
okay, you're going to
Yeah,
have
I
to
got
bring in
another
another gift. So this is a bad rain day because Murray's schedule means that she won't go to the clinic. Because there's a heart event that we want to trigger in the clinic that is going to give an extra 15 friendship points.
Unfortunate.
No. I think I know what you're doing. I'm gonna pass on that.
That's why we keep the extra gift.
True.
But like exactly the amount of money doing though, which is really good.
Take care.
Yes.
So the bouquets will be given first in order to unlock the extra friendship points.
Stop. There we go. I'll go do the bridge now.
If you give the gift before the bouquet, then most of the points in that gift would be wasted. Which makes it important that it's important to know your current friendship points in order to know if you have to give the bouquet first or not.
Which Blade has all like the math for and everything like that. I just, no thoughts, head empty. I just do what I need to do. I was actually planning on mapping this. So Blade did say that he'd mapped this run out, and we're running his run. I had actually already was doing the Shane run, and I was like, can I find a solo Maru run in order to sort of merge the two, you know, where they intersect the easiest? And Blade was just like, yeah, I've already done that, so just use this. And he just sent me the full spreadsheet of like the whole run strat, and I was just like, all right, cool. We're vibing now. I'm here.
Here you go. Let me know if it works.
Yeah, and it actually did work pretty well. Our very first run, we got what, a 10-minute margin world record, and then we just shaved another 10 minutes off that. So yeah, it worked out pretty well.
This is the event that I was supposed to do on her birthday.
I think this one gives 30 points.
8 points because I'm not doing the clinic.
Yeah. Let me see how that actually affects your points.
Batman Blade, always on it.
Yep. And pretty much every aspect of this game, once you get good enough at it, becomes Spreadsheet Valley. It's just it's just part of the nature of the game. There's a lot of just optimization that happens that you can really only do if you're like an absolute numbers, like a savant, total numbers whiz, or you've got just spreadsheet upon spreadsheet upon spreadsheet. Hey, Penguin Bridge is dating Moru.
Yay.
I'm sleeping, by the way.
Girlfriends.
You're probably best to do the final gift tomorrow, regardless if it's raining or not. That will get both of you to 10 hearts. If you wait till Thursday,
Tomorrow? Yeah.
if you wait till
We'll get the
Thursday,
decay.
Mara will be at 2499, 1 point shy of 10 hearts.
Okay.
And that's why we do the clinic instead of that event.
Clinic would get you over, yeah.
Yeah. So if it was clinic, then we could just do it.
You could, if we gift on Thursday, you could do the gift at the clinic. But I mean, there's no real time save over just gifting.
If Thursday's
tomorrow, is there?
raining, you want to go on Wednesday. If Thursday's raining, you'd be able to finish.
Yeah.
And we won't have any idea if Thursday's raining until
But you can check the TV.
TV. Okay, cool. Weather
We'll
report.
check it. This is the first time I've ever used the TV in this game.
Cloudy with gusts of wind.
Yeah, it's not going to rain tomorrow. Wait, does that mean it's better off that we sleep?
Let's just gift today. Whatever.
Yeah, you've spent some time on today just waiting gift.
Yeah, every second we spend deliberating makes this a more appealing option, so let's just do it. Ghost Synth
Might
is
be the wrong
also
call,
just
but
an
oh well,
absolute
it's
bop.
done.
Yeah, I'm already halfway there, so... what is her schedule Wednesday? She's just locked in there until 9?
Yep. Yeah, every day except for Tuesday and Thursday should be in her room.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
And you got to wait till 9 because that's when the whole house opens.
I'm best friends. I'm gonna get a blackberry to celebrate.
Keep knocking on her door until she answers. That's how you get married.
Need another blackberry to celebrate. Just gonna be mouth full of blackberry, also stomach full of blackberry.
Are you eating random food you're finding around the map?
Yes.
What's the song in that movie scene of standing outside the house with the boombox above your head?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I don't know.
I think I
Feel
know
really
the
bad.
movie you're talking about, and I cannot remember.
I've been resisting the urge to do the Princess Bride marriage quote.
Do it. Just do it.
Funny
won't.
enough, I only saw that movie for the first time a couple of days ago.
Oh, really?
Really?
Sorry, it's
I
the
see.
second time, but the first time I was watching it with a lot of people that had already seen it, and they were laughing at the jokes before the jokes were said. So,
Oh, right.
so which missed the comedic timing.
Yeah.
So I had to watch it without anybody doing it.
That's that's one of those movies that it's fun to watch for the first time, but it's also fun to watch with an experienced group. It's kind of like Rocky Horror Picture Show, where like it's an entertaining experience in and of itself, but like if you go to like a watch party of Rocky Horror Picture Show, then it's just another thing entirely. Like when everyone is in on the joke and does all like the little in-joke routines and everything, just feels completely different.
Did you get the best friends achievement there, Britt?
Nope.
Okay, you're not at 10 hearts.
Nope.
Oop.
Alright, the next rain day should put me to 10 hearts though.
Yeah.
Because I'll gift and then...
Gift, then get the pendant and then go back. People probably help with that.
Yep.
Assuming
where I got
we
'em.
don't get a gift this week, or assuming we don't get a rain day this week because you'll be maxed out on gifts.
Yes. Well, when does it reset? The Sunday or the Monday?
Brit's only gifted once this week on the Tuesday. You've got another gift. Well, next rain day we'll finish it.
Didn't they just gift on Wednesday?
There you go, rain day. Go.
I've given 2 gifts.
Oh, you've given 2 gifts.
Yeah,
yes, you
Tuesday,
have.
Wednesday.
Gifts. Yeah, because we gifted.
Yes, you did
the other
Tuesday
day,
and
then
Wednesday.
we gifted on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
See?
Watch that be our last rain day.
Don't, Brit. No. Stop.
It resets on Sunday.
Just don't.
You probably were 1 point off.
I
yeah.
hate it so much.
Oh no! Come on. We just need to do one more day.
Not like this. Is this how we lose a world record?
So gifts have been reset now. Let it
Honestly,
rain.
we're probably losing a world record to the increased load times.
Probably, yeah.
Can Chat do a rain dance for us?
Alright. Speed.
And it begins.
Do your gift
I'm
on
nervous
Tuesday.
now. I'm nervous now.
You want to just do your gift on the next rain day?
Well, yeah. That's the idea. We just have to
Okay.
wait for the rain day.
Yeah, but you might.
You might be best to go out on a Tuesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
Right.
Just on the next Tuesday.
Get the 10 hearts locked in.
Oh, to get the 10. Yeah.
Yeah. That way you just don't decay
Now
out.
we
and
can
we
just
don't
go
have
straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes it more marathon safe as well.
Yeah. Really hate to just botch this in the 11th hour.
How's that rain dance coming?
I will do a rain dance outside.
So today
That's right.
is a festival, which means that you can't go into town. However, NPCs have their regular schedule, which means that Mario will still come out at 7:50. It does mean that if Mario makes it into town, Brit can't follow.
So we're just gonna wait here with this road.
Arise, chicken. Arise. Arise, chicken. Arise. Wait, wrong dance.
Yeah, so when things like that happen, there ends up being a lot of dead time in the run.
So as we're actually nearing, we're about like 15-20 minutes out from the end of the run. Are there any shout-outs any of you want to do? Like, where can the lovely people in chat find you? Just reintroduce yourselves, talk about yourselves, while we do some rain dances and lurking outside of doors holding strawberries.
Sure. You know what? I'll just introduce myself first and foremost. I'm Rewarded Drawer. I go by Rewarder Rad for short. My pronouns are they, them. I am 10% speedrunner, 20% rhythm player, 10% cosplayer, 10% alt controller. I use this bad boy a lot to play like Pokemon and stuff like that. 10% challenge runner and 100% rad, as it says on the shirt.
All right, I'm back at the
And now I'm going to sleep. All right, shout yourself out.
All right. Hi, I'm stuck on a tree. I'm Penguin Brit.
Hi, stuck in the tree.
I am also a variety streamer, but I recently started speedrunning Stardew as well. Long-time player of Stardew.
Britt and I met through Stardew like 2 years ago.
We did. I think you rated
Almost
me.
2 years ago to the day, yeah.
Just kind of vibed.
2 years ago last January.
But yes, I also do cosplay. I've won a competition once, which is pretty fun. And yeah, you can find me at Penguin Brit in pretty much everything. Penguin Brit Cos if you want to follow my cosplay stuff. So, yeah. Blade?
Yeah, so I'm Blade. I am primarily, well, so far I've only done Stardew Valley streams. Stardew Valley speedrunner, challenge runner. I do a lot of digging into the code of this game, understanding in fine detail the mechanics and how we can use / abuse those to our advantage. A lot of that information I put into a map predictor, which is it's a program that runs outside of the game, doesn't interface with the game doesn't read anything like from the RAM, anything live from the game. You can throw your save file at it and it will give you information there. Things like crop quality, where lettuce will come in, where lettuce will be in mines. If you chop a tree, will it give you seeds? Where bubbles are going to be when you're fishing. It's not to be confused with Mousy Pound's online predictor. The two predictors, they predict different things. They work quite complementary with each other. On my stream, I'm currently doing a challenge run, which is to complete the missing bundle by Summer 4 Year 1. This is the absolute earliest that the missing bundle can be completed, at least on 1.4. I started this run before the update came out, so I'm finishing the run on that. On this run, so it requires a very specific game seed that you play on to get specific items out of the travelling cart. You need to get a fairy on the morning of Summer 2 in order to grow up some crops, your melons and your corn for the quality crops bundle. And on this run, I need to get a red cabbage seed out of the Skull Caverns. And because I'm on 1.4, I don't have access to Mummy and Serpent Drops. So I need to hit a treasure fall, I need to hit a 1 out of 24 chance to get a seed category, then I need to hit a 1 out of 27 to get the red cabbage seeds. I have...
Yay!
Oh, nice.
Pop your pepper poppers.
Got the rain!
Oh, sugar.
No.
Sorry, I'm not supposed to give you that.
It's okay, I didn't accept it.
It's for me. Alright.
Race to the beach, spend your 5k, get your pendants and get engaged.
Yay!
Gonna get married.
We're not gonna get world record, but that's okay.
Yes, so I need to get the red cabbage seeds out of the Skull Caverns. I have been attempting that for about 10 streams of about 2 to 3 hours each.
It's been a month or two now, yeah?
Yep.
It's been a while. You've been obsessing over it for a very long time.
It's been almost a month. When I started it, I got a new Twitch emote, which may be being spammed in chat. Yep, it's being spammed in chat.
Got the cabbage emote.
What's got there? I thought.
That's a cabbage?
Yeah, that's a red cabbage seed. So I thought, yeah, well, I'm going to get this emote there. It'll be used a few times. 10 streams later. still trying to get it. I will be doing some tips for that after this, after the show concludes. But where you can find me, I have mainly on Discord, either through Twitch or Discord. I've got the Discord links in my bio on Twitch. So they've got a personal one. There's a Stardew Valley speedrun Discord in there as well. You can join to talk about all things Stardew Valley speedruns. There's also one other Discord link in there. I'm part of a Twitch team called the Dew Crew, which is primarily composed of dedicated Stardew Valley challenge runners and a handful of speedrunners. So a challenge run being like, how much money can you make in 1 year of the game?
What's the highest anyone's gotten? I think has 100 million been done? I think the Habu did 100 million, yeah.
The 100 million hasn't been hit yet, no.
No. What did Habu do?
So no run
50?
has been completed on 1.5 yet. 1.5, which of course adds Ginger Island, which is a lot more starfruit that you can grow. But on 1.4, I can't quite remember what it was. Anyone in chat know what it is? It was at least, I think it was about 55 million in 1 year. Yeah, and in the first year of the game. It's quite a sight to behold.
I just want to also point out that I've been seeing your red cabbage emote in chat for a while, and I thought for sure, like, the small preview of it, the character holding it up, I thought was like a base of like a jar with a floating brain in it this whole time. I was like, what the heck is this emote? And then I finally, like, you're like, oh, I've got an emote being spammed in chat with red cabbage, and I finally zoom in on it. I'm like, oh, That ain't what I thought it was at all. It looked like a floating red cabbage in a tank.
Oh,
No, that is a red kerosene packet being held up above a farmer's head.
All right,
Oh my
so time
goodness.
is happening tomorrow, and it's going to be at the second kiss. There's going to be a sequence of cutscenes, one for each marriage, on the second kiss that we will call time. And I believe it's going to be Brit's, because I did mine first. This is a good time for us to do our final shout-outs and everything like that during our respective cutscenes, if that's okay with you. Okay. First off, I want to thank my mods. I see some of them here. Alex Smiley Plays, Back to the Backlash, Penguin, Brit. It's actually my co-runner and a mod. Caitlin Uvu. I also want to say, please support your favorite Black creators this month and every month, because while this month is Black History Month, your favorite Black creators are Black all year round. Kiss. All right, now it's Penguin Brit's turn.
Ready.
Mazel tov.
Marriage.
I just want to thank my lovely community and my wonderful mods as well, Rad being one of them. And yeah, just everyone who's ever like stopped by and been so supportive. And trans rights to human rights. And shout out to like the big amazing queer community that's here on Twitch. Everyone who I've ever met is always so lovely and supportive and encouraging. And it's so wonderful to be a part of it. So yeah, just thank you. Time's coming up. And that's it.
Time. Neato.
Mazel tov one more time.
Mazel tov.
Well
Okay,
done.
yeah, unfortunate.
That's
It was a good run. We weren't really expecting to get a world record, because the world record that we had a strategy that saved like 5 or 6 minutes that we can no longer use. And since we have a little bit of extra time, is it okay for me to show it off?
Let me just double check.
Okay.
Yep, you're good.
Cool. I'm going to exit out of the game, and I'm going to load a previous version of the game really quick. Just give me a moment. I might also... Oh, I'm going to have to go and make a chest, so give me a second. Alright, so this is Stardew Valley 1.4.5. This was the last patch that we were running before the 1.5 patch that happened at the end of last year. And on this patch, we were able to do something called chest... Blade called it chest sleep. Britt and I called it vibe chest. And you'll see why in a bit. So, really quick, just gonna name myself, really don't care about all this stuff, skip intro, okay. The only thing that matters is that we can harvest up a bunch of wood. So, you can see...
Chest goes burr percent.
Chest goes burr percent. Alright, let's go. So I'm just gonna get myself 50 wood.
It's a very good way of transporting yourself home from anywhere in the map.
Yeah. Blake, can you help me out really quick? I forgot the button inputs for chest sleep.
Left click C while you don't have anything selected in the hotbar.
Okay. So let's just get our chest really quick. I should have really primed this and gotten the chest ahead of time.
Planning ahead, what's that?
Planning ahead couldn't be me, though. Alright, and now you can see all this wood snaps to me right away. Alright, so I want you to pick a very far away place in this map, Blade.
Oh, floor 153 in the Skull Cabins.
Pick a faraway place that I can reach overland on day one. We can go to the quarry,
Ginger
though.
Island, no.
We're just gonna go to the quarry, because Blade's picking obtuse places.
Well, you can't get to the quarry day one. But yeah,
I'm just gonna go to a very, very... Going up the mountain. So the benefit of chest sleep, and it's something that we used for... Oh, you know what? I'll put it next to Maru's house. So the benefit of chest sleep was that it allowed the Maru and the Shane player to sync up a lot more efficiently. Because as you could see, when I completed all my gift stuff about 30 seconds ahead of the Maru player, which meant that I just had time to faff about in town and cut trees and stuff. And it's extra time, basically. The time gate is Brit's walk time backwards. With chest sleep, we could place a chest right here, place something in the chest, and then I go... Bird! Vibe check! And now I pass out. and I wake up in bed. And that ends the day. And so when we were running this in the previous patch, every time Britt would go to give a gift, we'd have no gold. We would just have no gold in our inventory, so we lose 10% of our gold every time that trick happens. But if we have less than 10 gold, we lose nothing. And so Britt would just do a vibe check, just press those 2 buttons, chest to go burr, Britt go sleep, wake up next to me. Right around the time that I arrive from giving my gift, we'd save about 30 to 40 seconds every time it happened. And it happens, 10, 11, 12 times in a run? I think it was like 10 or 11. And so we would be saving like 30 or 40 seconds 10 or 11 times. So we'd be saving between like 5 and 7 minutes, guaranteed, just for the use of that trick. So we were 3 minutes behind world record, but on the new patch that is world record. And I think we probably have to obsolete that run and just go for a new world record, right?
Yeah, that run would...
Because there's no way we can do... We can't beat that time anymore.
That run would move categories, so it would move up a glitch level.
Okay,
It was never fully debated as to where this fits. Does it fit in glitch lists? Does it fit in no major glitches? But but it's pretty much been answered for us. Because on 1.5, if you do that to a chest, the chest just pops and moves.
Yeah, so it is officially now considered a major glitch, so it's out. So which means that our run is now the de facto world record. Yay!
Seriously, like, congrats on the run.
Thank you.
Congrats on that run, and thank you for showing off Chesco Burr.
Thank you for letting me show off Chesco Burr.
That was very delightful. It is my
Chesco
pleasure. I want to thank both of you for being on the show as runners, and Blade, thank you so much for the fantastic commentary. I didn't have to lift a finger. It was great.
You're welcome.
Like, you did tons of heavy lifting on that commentary. And for those of you who haven't followed the runners and the commentator, give them a follow. They do awesome content, and in fact follow all our runners and commentators that were on the show tonight: Frozen Flygon, Air Angel, FC Racer, and TGH. Go check out all of their content along with Brad, Britt, and Blade here. And I want to thank everyone for watching. This is the end of the show, unfortunately, but like I said earlier tonight, and multiple times, I'll continue to say it here, information on all of our hotfix shows is available at gamesdonequick.com/hotfix, and from there you can find out more information about submitting your runs to any of our shows. And as always, if you ever run a game that has never been seen in a GDQ, GDQx, AGDQ, or an SGDQ event, submit it via my link right there in that command. That will send you over to my specific form, and it puts you on the map, and I would love to have you on board. And anyways, if you want to check out any other hotfix runs or anything like that, take a look at our YouTube. That's YouTube, and check out GDQ on youtube.com/gamesdonequick. That has our archive of all our live shows. If you were late to this show, don't worry. You can always go check the VOD there, or you can check the VODs here on Games Done Quick via twitch.tv/GDQ. And your support gives us the ability to keep doing these hotfix shows for you. So whether it's mine, my show Never Before Seen, Mercy Kill, Random Number Generator, Super Boss Brothers, Runners Wanted, you name it, like, we are here to provide it for you so long as you keep supporting us. So thank you very, very much. So we're gonna actually cut to a break as we leave you all with another wonderful runner. We're gonna go raid someone who is doing speedrun content themselves. Whatever it is they are doing, go show them some GDQ love and show them some great cheer as well.
And stay rad, y'all.
And stay rad and have a great rest of y'all's night.
Good night.
Bye.